Hello, gamers, and welcome to episode 521 of the Super Ultra Podcast Arcade for April 18th, 2026. I'm one of your hosts, Daniel Nicholson, and with me is my co host, Dominic Stallworth. What's been going on, Dominic?
And so we've been off for a bit, man. You've been on vacation.
Yeah,
So how was your vacation, man?
it was good. Got to visit the Sunshine State, Dominic, and spent a week in Florida basically with
Okay.
all the family, my wife's family, my family. So it was a nice trip.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. So yeah, it's been like now we're kind of spring is basically here. Um
Yeah.
it's
It's hot
been
out there.
pretty
Although it's supposed to be cold again next week, it sounds like.
yeah, thank God, man,
It's
because
Maryland weather.
I didn't like that freaking 90-degree day, man. That
Yeah, that was
freaking
rough.
That was horrible. I was like, "What the hell? Why are you just gonna go that high?" Like something, it's like God just he accidentally just hit the thermostat up too high or something, and
Yep.
turned the dial too up, and like, oh, my fault. And then he's
His
gonna bring it
teenage
back down.
daughter turned up the dial. He was like, "What did I tell you about messing with the thermostat?" They turned it back down on us. Yeah, that was the nice thing
Oh,
about Florida is it really wasn't that hot. I mean, you could definitely feel that the sun is closer down there because it just feels like heavier.
yeah,
But as far as like temperature wise, it really was pretty moderate down there. So that was nice.
man. So yeah, so let's just get into it. It's a quite a bit of news. Not a ton, but also it's a new month, so we got a lot for a flashback segment. And
Yeah.
so, like, that's just like I'm not gonna talk about sports much. I know my Orioles, they're doing okay, but they're in the middle of the pack because all of MLB is kind of in the middle of the pack, except for the Dodgers, who only lost 4 games as of this
Oh
podcast.
wow.
So what to do? But I know Dodger fans would say, "Hey, we're not even playing our best right now." And I say, "Well, okay, yeah, but you got to." I also paid for a lot of people to like even your bench players, are okay. So I mean, and your pitching's still good. And it's like, well, the pitching hasn't been that great for them, but the bat's been hot. Um, so it's like whatever. You got what you pay for. Yeah, see, you got what you pay for, and y'all winning. So it's like, oh, it's kind of happening. What like someone expected, maybe better, maybe actually a little bit better, maybe, but it's still early. We're still talking about April here. Um, but the O's, like compared to last year, yeah, they're better, and they've been more competitive in games. So compared to the start of last year, and their bats, now the bats hasn't been, I want to say great, but it's still better than last year's, and they've been coming on late. Like they'll not do well. Like, oh, one night, like the guy almost had a no hitter. He had a no hitter going to the ninth, and then we rocked him. And then he got out, and then we almost came back in that game, but we didn't win. But we had a couple kind of few comebacks. Jeremiah Jackson has been the hottest player on our team now. So I'm happy for him for that. I remember seeing him last year, and I was really kind of excited. But then when I saw this year, like, they don't think he's going to be one of the starters, but somebody got hurt injured, so that gave him opportunity, and he took advantage of it. And it's like now I'm thinking, like, man, it's going to be hard for you to convince me that you should take him out for
Mhm.
anybody. For anybody, like, luckily he's a player who can play different positions. So if like Jackson Holiday comes back, because he can play second base, but Jackson Holiday plays second base, so he can go in the outfield. And he might, I think, he might can play third base. I mean, he's up there on his thing playing. He can play third base. When I'm looking at his
It's on his
stat sheet
resume.
and stuff.
He's like, I
Yeah,
can also play third base.
yeah. So yeah, it's. I think he's like can play almost any position. I just don't know about besides catcher and pitcher. So
Mhm.
I yeah, I think they got to find it because like this guy, he has the most RBIs on the team. He's the guy who made us come back. Like one game we are down 7-1. He was the one who really he hit that grand slam to help us get back in it. And just yesterday, he hit a home run. I think it was 2 men on base, or was it another grand slam? I forget. But I think it was 2 men on base. But still, he hit a home run. And he got us back in the game again. So the guy, he's been awesome. And thing is, he's really been known for his defense. And he committed his first error yesterday, but that's like he committed an error and then he made up for it with the home run. So like yeah, the guy's been doing it. So that's he's been our saving grace. Really, I mean, Gunnar Henderson's been good. All like as far as offense, batting average not great, but as far as like being like getting clutch hits though, he has been doing good. Like he was our RBI leader until Jackson started getting those home runs. But yeah, it's been an okay season for me. Like for me, it's all right. It's funny, but looking at the chat for baseball, how everybody is just like, "Oh man, our best like do it." Say we need to fire people already. I'm like, wow, it's just April, and I know last year we lost it this early, but thing is, you can't. Nobody does that unless it's less. Unless if there's like an obvious change that needs to be made. Like right now, there's no obvious change to be made. Like you can't just be like, oh, it's like we're not doing as well as you thought in the first few weeks. And I'm like, look at the rest. See, that's the thing. Is like you're not looking at the rest of the league. We're we're at 500. A lot of the league is around 500 right now. Like that's where they are. It's only a few teams that are like multiple games over 500. It's like you're not that far. It's too early. It's like and it's like you can't decide right now. It's like these guys are so like just frustrated. It's like it's baseball. It's like you don't like this is not a point to panic. Some people's like the when you can't wait till too late. And I was like, well, obviously, but thing is, you can't do anything. You're just a fan. like you're just a fan. That's why I find it weird. It's like, why are you even putting yourself to this stress? Like just enjoy what you see. And if you don't enjoy it, don't watch. It's like 'cause I see some people say like, "Ah, this is why I said I wasn't gonna watch this early because of this." And I'm like, I don't get it. How many games they have to win. Like, are they supposed to win like 10 in a row or something? Like right now, because that's not a thing that happens all the time. Like teams will just win a whole bunch of games in a row. It's like the what you want to hope for is to win 2 out of 3, or in a 4 game series at the least be tied like 2-2, and like you'll be fine. Like it's like I don't know, man. These people are they're just weird. Like, look, man, like I get it. Like last year was a disappointment, and like because we really sucked those first 2 months. But I also think firing people early, you can't really do that. Like it's hard. You can't decide. Like it's like it has to be something that's like, oh, the locker room is really bad, and then you got to get rid of somebody. But that's not what's happening now. Right now, you're just like everybody else, really. So it's like you gotta wait and see. We still got we still got like 4 more months of the shit. So goddamn. Um but anyway, yeah, that's it. Like I'm not watching really NBA basketball or anything. Oh, I guess college basketball, like I haven't talked that was still going on when last time we talked. So I
Yeah.
forgot who fucking won. I I honestly
UConn?
Michigan won. Michigan
Michigan.
won. Nah, yeah, UConn. They didn't win. Michigan ended up winning. They played UConn. They beat
They
UConn.
played okay.
In the women's, actually UConn women's lost. That was an upset, and
Damn.
the UCLA won. They won in a blowout against South Carolina. South Carolina, yeah, South Carolina, who did beat UConn. And that was some really discrepancy there, like with the coaches. Really,
Mm.
the UConn coach was the one who was really being an ass. But like whatever. But yeah, so that's it. So I know for wrestling, WrestleMania is happening this weekend, right? So
Yeah.
that's the big thing that's going on. So you basically will have more news like next week, right? Or
Yeah.
did anything
I
happen?
do just real quick wanna touch on this has been an awful build towards WrestleMania. Like, it's not even that I'm checked out of it. I mean, I'm checked out of it partially because it's been so bad. The biggest thing that they got going on is CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. That has been spotty, but probably the best thing that they've got. But on the other side of it, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton has devolved into Cody Rhodes versus Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee is returned as a bad guy who is basically convinced Randy Orton that he should be a heel because things were better back in the old days during the Attitude Era. And it's been awful. Um, there's a lot of speculation that like Pat is there because TKO wants him there and WWE doesn't necessarily it just and and it feels like they've been playing into that because like Cody Rhodes has been out there like, yeah, this is an awful build to WrestleMania, and Damian Priest is like, yeah, this Pat McAfee stuff is awful, and it's you're trying to convince me to watch your pay per view by telling me that it's bad. This doesn't make any sense. So I don't know if they're dealing with some like actual like inter office politics or not. I think at the end of the day, there's a lot of matches on these two cards that are going to be fun to watch, but that's just because there's a lot of good wrestlers involved in the company. But the stories that have led up to these matches have been very unspectacular and have not really gotten me any more interested to check these things out. I think the only one, Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar, has been an interesting one to watch because they've actually done a very good job of making Obafemi look strong. Now that does concern me a little bit and makes me wonder if they're just going to have Brock win this match. And if that's the case, then that's time wasted. Um, it doesn't mean the end of Obafemi's career or anything, but like if this is going to be Brock Lesnar's last year, he can go out on his back a couple of times. Um, and outside of that, Stephanie McHare versus Liv Morgan's been pretty good. Um, but it seems like all but a given that Liv Morgan's probably going to win this championship off of her. And then I don't necessarily expect them to have anything for Stephanie afterwards. And that makes me sad because they brought her and Julia up around the same time and they gave Stephanie the women's title on Raw, and they gave Julia the US title eventually on SmackDown. But SmackDown is just like, I don't know where good things die. Cause like I watched SmackDown last night because I was like, all right, we're gonna lead up to WrestleMania. Let's see if this gets me excited at all. And like just nothing felt important, nothing good necessarily happened. Now I did eventually go to sleep before the end of the show, but it was just like the whole beginning of the show, like Tiffany Stratton doesn't feel like she's important anymore, but she won a match and seems like she's gonna be going after Julia in the US title, which it wouldn't surprise me if they gave Tiffany that win there. Um just to, I guess, switch things up. Xavier Woods is currently injured, so Kofi is tagging with Grayson Waller, who has kind of been a hanger on with the New Day. And they had a match against the tag team champions of Damian Priest and R-Truth, the guy that they fired like a year ago and then brought back because fans and people in the locker room wanted him back. And then he was like, he was doing this serious Ron Killings character where he's not playing the jokes anymore, and he shaved his head. And now they just got him doing the same old R-Truth stick of, he's getting Kofi to tag him in to the match from his side of things, like he's standing on Kofi's side of things, and he's wrestling without a shoe on because his shoe came off, and instead of just putting it back on, it's funnier to wrestle with one shoe off. Um, I just it feels so vapid. It just doesn't
These
feel
people.
important at
Um,
all.
I guess there was something. Was it like a Hall of Fame thing that happened, like with Stephanie
Yeah,
McMahon?
last night was the Hall of Fame, yeah.
So, like, I guess he mentioned Vince and the people were cheering. I'm looking at this post, like these people are just saying, like, "Oh man, yeah, so yeah, Vince needs to come back," just because how bad wrestling was. I was like,
Ugh.
people were complaining about wrestling when Vince was there.
I
So
was gonna
what?
say wrestling was worse when Vince was here. He's not gonna solve things, and he's basically a convicted sexual predator at
Yeah,
this
and that's
point.
what some people are responding.
Like,
Look,
can
and
we
there's a
please
one guy,
stop?
and like
Let's
this
do
one guy
better.
says because somebody said say like why are people even chanting for him and blah blah blah. Then somebody said because he's a legend. Cry more, man. When you're dead, no one's gonna chant your name. It's like what? It's like that's what somebody said a weird. Somebody said that's a weird ass flex. I'd rather be an
That's
unknown
a
normal.
weird flex.
I'd rather be an unknown normal person than a known sexual abuser. Than a known like like what the hell? It's like nobody. Yeah, nobody's gonna chant my name, and I think most people will be okay.
No one's
It's
gonna
like
bring me up in the Epstein files either. Thank
it's
you.
like you yeah. As long as the closest people that you know or love knows you,
Yeah.
it's that's not about that. It's like I don't care. Like you're famous. Of course, you're gonna have a lot of people that like you and stuff. It's like and like people who were chanting Vince and that thing. Yeah, it's like yeah, I know there's a lot of people who still like Vince, but those people also they're either just tell themselves, to either ignore those allegations and stuff, or that either they don't believe it, which I doubt. I think people do. I think most people even believe it. They just
Yeah,
choose not
generally.
to acknowledge it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they just be like, maybe it happened, but I'm pushing it back in my brain, and I just gonna remember the guy I have pictured in my mind, like
I
that I
can't
love.
I can't help but wonder how many people just don't even know. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh
it's
yeah. Well, I feel like if
eh
you're on the internet like this, you know, and if you
oh,
don't know,
yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
tell you.
Those
People
those people, I mean, like, the people at the Hall of Fame. Now, at the same time,
oh
yeah,
yeah,
if you're so locked into the WWE that you're going to the Hall of Fame, I feel like, yeah, you probably should know. And, yeah, at a certain point, you probably are just kind of convincing yourself that it doesn't matter.
yeah.
Um,
And somebody said like, oh,
yeah,
but he's a legend. Say I don't care. Say he did this. And that. It's like yeah, he did, but
well, that
we
doesn't mean
already
I need
gave
to
him.
cheer for him.
We gave. I'm about to say we gave him his flowers. He's got
Yeah.
flowers for that. And money also a lot of money.
Yeah, a lot of
Why do
money,
I
yeah.
have to? Does it? Do I still have to do that now? Yeah, it's like yeah. I mean, it's like that's weird. I'm sorry. I just find you're a little. I mean, I ain't gonna call you weird because people do it. It's just that you're. I look at you some kind of way. I look at you some kind of way because it's like even Daniel, even though I don't believe the sexual stuff, just knowing about like what he's done with the wrestlers, like the whole thing,
Yeah.
when they were trying to unionize and stuff like that,
Yep.
dude. I like how can you be for that? That's the thing. 'Cause at the end of the
Well,
day,
unions are
like
evil, Dominic,
right,
that's why,
here's
they
the
take
thing.
your money.
At the end of the day, yes, he helped continue the business of wrestling because it was still there. But like I didn't watch WWE for him.
Yeah.
Like I was watching the wrestlers. So him doing that, like stopping the unionization of the wrestlers stuff, I'm gonna be against him for that because I was like, I like those guys and I want them to be have healthy and be like have their rights and stuff because I want to see them wrestle. Like so, it doesn't. Yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird how people choose their heroes, man, and then how they can't give them up. That's the another weird thing too. Is like, dude, it could be a person I liked for a lot of my life, and then like I mean Hulk Hogan. I think most a lot of my most of my life I liked him. I never hated Hulk Hogan, and then when I found out he said that shit, yeah, I jumped on their head because it's like
Yeah.
he's not like because it's not like I know him. It's not like
How
it's a
often
friend
are you
or
cheering for
something.
Bill Cosby nowadays, Dominic?
Yeah, yeah. Well, Cosby, I'm not. But the thing is, also Cosby. Well, Cosby to me, I, I at first, I didn't really believe it. Like I didn't believe that those some of those women were saying, or like I
Mhm.
didn't think it was like like they were. I thought it was consensual. You know what I mean? But then when there's more
Right.
came out, I was like, okay, something probably happened with some of those women, not all of them. And I was like, yeah, this needed to take a step back or something like that. Um, but I wasn't but also like it wasn't a big deal. Like I mean it wasn't a big deal for me to not care, like not to worry about Cosby anymore. Like just to take back from that. It's like, yeah, look, I like the shows and stuff, but I like this TV shows and stuff, but I can just leave it at that. Like
Yeah.
I don't need to keep like seeing him and is rooting for him or something like that, or anything.
And that's the
And
thing, right? Like, you
yeah,
were willing to give him up. Yeah.
yeah. So I was like, yeah, and I mean, so it's like on people you don't know, like I say, famous people. Like I don't know. I've never been that guy to keep following somebody because I'm like, yeah, like if I was a person who still watched wrestling, but I like I said, Vince, he wasn't the reason why I watched it. Yes, he's the reason behind a lot of stuff, but it's like I don't need him to be there. It's like I
Yeah.
don't need him to be there for me to still enjoy it or whatever. Like he can go away and something like that, and I'll be fine with that. I mean the product is still good. I mean, because like I said, but like we were just saying that with Vince, it was bad when he was there. It was getting bad when he was there. So that doesn't matter
Oh,
him
it
being
was
there
bad
or
when he was
anything.
there, yeah.
Yeah. So that doesn't matter. So it's like I don't need to. Like with Cosby is more of like he wasn't doing any shows anymore, so I'm not watching anything new. It's
Well, and
just
that's the thing, right now,
my
Vince isn't doing
perception.
anything, so they
Yeah,
don't need to
yeah,
be
but
cheering
I'm
him.
also not going to be out here defending. And Cosby, I'm not going to be defending him either. It's like it's just that I'm not. Yeah, that's really what it was with Cosby. It's just that I'm not going to be out there defending him. It's my perception of him has changed. Uh, like now, that's just all. Like my perception of him has changed. And that's what happened. But it's like it's not that I'm like forgetting like, oh, he was on the Cosby show. It happened. It happened,
Yeah.
but this happened. And then that's it. Like it's like you don't have to sit there defending these guys. Like if they feel like you did something, they said something wrong or something, it's like you yeah, it's like why? Like
I mean, I
why
guess,
they it's so
here's
close
the
to you?
problem, like, thinking about this situation, right? Because it was during Stephanie's Hall of Fame thing, she mentions her dad, and the crowd starts cheering, "Thank you, Vince." Now, I guess what is the appropriate response to that, right? Like, obviously,
You
we don't
just
have to
clap.
glorify him.
You
Well,
just
that's what I
I
was gonna
mean,
say, like,
yeah.
you give a light applause, you know?
You don't need a chance
The
Vince like
unfortunate
chance
thing is
yeah.
I feel like that reaction would still warrant kind of the backlash that you're seeing online, right? You'd be like, "Oh, people cheered, clapped and cheered for Vince."
Oh no.
Um,
I mean, well, she said thank and she's no, she said thank you, Vince, or something. I'll probably wait and be like, oh, is she waiting for something to happen? And I just like,
okay, so you
yeah, I
would
just
be willing
yeah.
to just give her the silence. Okay.
Yeah, well, I would give it solid because I don't know. Am I supposed to clap? I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to clap right now
Yeah.
because first of all, because I'm not clapping for
See, I
Vince.
would just
Like,
go, "Ooh," because she finally mentioned him. That's what I would do.
oh,
I was like, oh my goodness."
no, yeah, I'll just be like, yeah. But thing is, but to chant the name is like, oh, are y'all saying, oh, y'all want him back? And I guess
Yeah.
most people maybe they do. And I was like, oh, y'all just assholes or something like that. Or I mean, I just can't. To me, I just can't
Well,
imagine a
get on the
person.
desk, let him shit on your face, and then he can come back.
I'm just
As
thinking
long as every person
like
every
that.
person that wants him back is willing to let that happen to them, then I'll let him come back.
Yeah,
Until
it's
then,
ridiculous. It's like because like why would you like even if Vince was like let's just say this like if none of this stuff came out about what Vince did or anything, so we just think of him as just regular Vince or whatever.
yeah.
Like even then, it's like dude is like super old. It's like we got to move on, right? I mean, what the
He
fuck?
crashed into a car and then was just
Yeah,
surprised
yeah.
that the car somehow crashed into another car. I just got too fast.
Like whatever. I mean, okay, but that doesn't mean that they want him back. Like, they're gonna be also just giving kudos to him, but it's like whatever. But then it's like you're giving kudos to him. Do you think that these allegations are false or something? like, which I'm sorry, I don't. I believe you do. Like I said, I just people just trying to ignore it. I was like, you can't
Yeah,
believe like he just did nothing, right? Like you can't just believe that. Like
yeah,
like. So if you don't believe that, it's kind of weird that you would chant.
right.
Unless you are those people who was in that freaking documentary who were all on the side of Vince. I mean, maybe I understand why if you were them chanting
Of
his name.
course. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Anything else
All
with
right.
wrestling?
Real quick, just because AEW, they
Okay.
had their pay-per-view last weekend. And then, so MJF beat Kenny Omega to retain the world championship. Darby Allin beat Andrade, making him the number one contender. They had a dynamite in Washington where Darby Allin is from. He was like, I want my match this week. So they played this whole angle where MJF shows up at because MJF wrestles relatively rarely, especially for a young guy, but he's a heel and he's like, it's a big deal when I wrestle. Um, so he shows up to the arena not realizing that he's gonna have this match and basically is like, yeah, I'm not doing that. And then they tell him you're absolutely having it, but we're not having it at the opening of the show like originally Darby thought. We're gonna have it as the main event because obviously it's the world title. Um and Darby Allin won, and Darby Allin just absolutely crushed him. Like uh MJF like shoves the ref or does something where she's turned around. He low blows Darby, or like, oh God, here we go again. Darby actually low blows him back and then hits him with his finisher like four times, and the match is over, which is perfect for MJF's character because he's not a guy that wrestles often. Darby Allin is this dude that paints his face up and will like jump down a set of flight of steps. He climbed Mount Everest last year. He's a stunt guy basically. Um, but it really was a very nice moment for Darby because there was a lot of talk when John Moxley had the title last year that Darby Allin was going to come back from Everest and they were going to, have him be the one to dethrone Moxley. Moxley had the title for a very long time at that point, and that didn't end up happening. It ended up being Hangman, and that was the right decision to make. Um, and this kind of came out of nowhere. And obviously, you have to look at the context of it, right? Like it's WrestleMania week. Maybe AEW wants to get some more eyes on them while everybody's kind of down on WWE, but is thinking about wrestling because of WrestleMania. So I think they did a very good job with that. What they do with him from here is going to be interesting. He's very much a guy that's probably gonna wrestle every week, and the storyline is he's gonna burn himself out eventually. Um, but while we're leading up to that, I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. MJF is probably gonna, try and get his title match, his rematch at the next pay-per-view. The report is that he's off actually filming some stuff right now. But I think Double or Nothing is the next pay-per-view in about a month. So I would not be surprised even if MJF just wins it back there. But it was a nice moment, and they pretty well telegraphed it, that Darby was actually going to win. I didn't expect him to win in the fashion that he did because it was basically a glorified squash. It was a squash match. I mean, there's no talking around that actually. But at the end where Darby's coming out for his entrance for the main event, when Sting showed up, because Sting was kind of his mentor earlier when Sting first came into AEW, and then they were a tag team for a little while. They actually won the tag team titles in Sting's last match together, and then they forfeited them or vacated them. Um, and once I saw Sting there, I was like, oh, they're actually gonna put the title on Darby now. And yeah, it was a very nice moment. So AEW's a lot of fun right now. Their pay-per-view was also very good.
All right. So let's go on to what we've been watching. Well, we've been watching like Daredevil, but you haven't caught up
Yeah.
totally yet, so we'll just
No,
hold off
I'm
on
still
that.
behind.
um, because it's kind of all together for me, so I won't even know how to not say spoilers.
Yeah, where it starts
Um,
and where it stops. I got you.
yeah. Um, I don't think I watched anything new. I did watch a lot of Invincible. Not the newest season. I finally caught up to watch the new season
Mhm.
of it. Like so, but watching the I guess third season it is. I watched was it was okay. Like I'm talking about story because we already talked about like animation stuff, so we already whatever. I don't want to beat a dead
Yeah.
horse. Um, but
It's ugly. What do you want?
but like story wise, it's all right. But I don't know. Like I was kind of hoping the fourth season would be the last season. For
Yeah.
that. And because I just don't know how you. I mean, I know I can see how you stretch it out, but it's just like, do I want it to? Like I just kind of wanted to end, like just like it seems set up like, hey, we can finally end, like because it's almost how like in Game of Thrones, you're waiting for the like winter is coming. Like this is like we're waiting
Mm.
for the vulture mites to come to Earth. Basically, we know that they're coming.
Mm.
Like they're gonna have to fight them, and
Right.
like when, like how long they supposed to? You're gonna keep that carrot out there like that. We know that's happening. Like you do have things happening in between, like that's happening that has nothing to do with the vulture mites, but
Okay.
like which but thing is, it's like, but you put that out, you know that it's going to be more. Like we know it. That's the thing. It's like because you know that there are other Vulturites out there, and they're going to be coming to Earth at some point. It makes the stuff that happens like in between, like now, like I know the main character's not going to die, so I know he's gonna be there. I know now some people they are gonna die or they have in between, but it's like it's different. I don't know. It's like I wish that was kind of a mystery to it. Like, oh, I don't know when those other guys are coming, or there's no like really updates of it. Like like when you see in like what we used to watch in the old cartoons or comic books, like someone might say like, "Hey, they'll be back," but you don't know when they're going to be back. Like you don't know.
Right.
Like you just don't see them for a long time, so you might forget about. 'Em, so when they do come back, it's a surprise. Thing is like I said, so I was like, well, I know not they have some. Okay, they fight this other bad guy, but I was like, well, this ain't the big bad guy because they still got all those guys. They're still coming, and it always that kind of frustrates because like I just want to get to that point now because now we kind of like okay, this has been going on for a while. Like that arc is still there. Like I know that's going to happen. Um, I know the comic. I think the comic is finished. I mean, the comic is finished at least with that stuff. Unless they do like, unless it's a comic with like that's the stuff that's happened after that. I don't know, like the Vulture Might stuff. But
Mm.
like, but the show it's all right. Like it's I don't know. It's not as I don't like it as much as I did when it first came on. Uh, and I don't know why. Like I can't really explain why I don't, because it's not really it has to do with the animation. Because I can get over that.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. It's just not grabbing like I used. I felt for it like when it first happened. Uh, but it's but I mean I think it's okay. I mean, and like I said, well compared to what else is out there, it's not really a lot out there. I mean, it's a lot of content out there, but it's not really a lot of good content. That kind of sucks. So it's like I have nothing to really compare that to. Like The Boys is about to end, which I need to catch up with that because I am. That will be. I think I'm 2 seasons behind now, and that if the
Mm.
new season starts, I'll be three. Um, because how many seasons has Boys had? Is it five or six?
5, I wanna say. Might
So
be
they
6,
have had,
actually.
and six is the newest one that's happening now? Is that what it is?
Let's see.
But yeah, I think I'm 2 seasons
5
behind
is the
of
last season.
oh, shit,
5
but
is
then
this season.
so
So you're only maybe
maybe
1 season behind?
1, maybe I am 1, maybe it's been oh, wow, because I coulda sworn I watched 3 seasons of Boys. It felt like I watched more than 2. I know that,
Mm.
so Okay, maybe I'm just one season behind. All right. But yeah, Invincible. I mean, anybody who's watching, you're probably already caught up. But I haven't watched the latest season, so I have no idea how people are liking it. Um, but I'm still gonna probably watch it. But I'm not gonna probably watch the last this season until I know when the other ones are gonna happen because I don't want to like forget a
Yeah.
lot of stuff. Um, what else have watched? I haven't really watched anything. I just been watching. I've been watching One Piece. Like I'm way behind though. I haven't got to 1,000 episodes yet, so so I'm way behind on that um arc. There was some other anime I was watching, but I think it was like a break in between the oh yeah, what's it called? It's called it's like these firefighters. Oh man, I forgot what it's called. Um it just had its latest, I think it's almost like the last season. It's like one of the most popular ones, right? Fire Force. Yeah,
Oh,
I was watching the latest season, but there's like a break happened, and right now I don't see on Hulu because I stopped having Crunchyroll, and on Hulu they stopped the dub. Like subtitle ones are still coming on, but I watch it in
ah,
dub. Like I'm not, yeah, I don't. So I'll just wait whatever they come out. I don't know why it's taking so long. It didn't take them long when they were showing the other ones. I don't know what's going on. But then I don't know how Hulu works. I know
yeah.
Crunchyroll they were coming out. All right, so yeah, I guess we get to video games. So what have you been playing? So what have you played anything over these couple
Yeah,
weeks?
a little bit. I've been playing a little bit more Pokopia, but not really much to talk about there. I did finally jump into the Pragmata demo because the positive reviews have been coming out for that. You know,
Yeah,
everybody's pretty high on that game. Um, and I've been putting it off for so long because I I think I was concerned that the whole like hacking aspect of it was gonna, like, complicate the combat in a way that I wasn't gonna like, so I just kinda kept putting it off. So when I finally played it, like, it works really well. What it is basically kinda this grid that comes up when you aim on an enemy and you move around the grid with the face buttons like they're directional buttons basically, and you're trying to go through these nodes that make it, you know, your attack stronger and whatnot until you hit the basically end of the maze. I guess it's not really a maze, the end point. And then that makes them kind of freak out. You know, it's all robot enemies so far. Makes them kind of freak out and go into this like weakened state, and then you can take them out from there. The the guns, I'm interested to see how they evolve throughout the gameplay because from what I've experienced in the demo, there's 3 guns that I got. One is basically a pistol, and it gets ammo back over time. There's like a shotgun type thing, but that feels like almost a single use type thing. You know, you pick it up, it's got 4 bullets, you use it 4 times, and then it disappears. I wonder if that's a demo thing or if that's how it works in the actual game. And then there's this kind of net gun that shoots a sphere out that locks the enemies in place for a short amount of time, gives you more time to hack the enemies. But that's where the combat does get a little more complicated, wherein you're having to switch to your net gun, shoot that, then do the hacking while switching to your pistol or the shotgun, or you know, hacking and then doing that. And it all's like there's a lot of different parts that you kind of have to manage a little more. I almost wish there was a thing where it was like, okay, once I've shot out the net, then it automatically switches to an offensive weapon, so I'm not, like, accidentally shooting out 2 nets or something like that. Um, but I definitely like it a lot. It feels Very snappy for a game that looks like you would be kind of this lumbering guy. He's got a lot of quick movement. You can do a dodge. You've got a jump that has a levitation to it because he's got like hover boots on. Um, I wonder how much of the platforming actually, you know, is part of the game, or if it's just the occasional, jump here, jump there. But it's nice having a character that can jump. You have your games, especially an action game where it's like there's just no jump button and it feels weird a lot of times. But I do really like what they're doing with the hacking aspect of it. It definitely switches up the combat a bit, so it's not just like combo driven or, third person shooting, kinda just bop, bop, bop. Okay, he's down, bop, 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 kinda stuff like that. Um, Looks alright on the Switch too, that's where I played the demo. You definitely see kind of the failings of, like, the hair tech and stuff on the little android girl. Um, but it feels very snappy. It doesn't feel like the frame rate is struggling to keep up with the game. The resolutions may be compromised a little bit, but doesn't look bad. I think I'm gonna try it on the PC too, just because I'm gonna record some more video of it. Because they do, the nice thing is like the demo is like about 20 minutes. It's relatively
Mhm.
short, but they do unlock some stuff at the end of the demo, so it incentivizes you to play the demo for a little longer. Um, so that was kind of cool. But yeah, that's what I've been playing, Dominic. What have you been playing?
All right, man. I've been playing quite a few games because I just been trying to find something that can
Find the next.
sustain. Like
Yeah.
since I finished Ghost of Tsushima, at least the main story, I didn't want to do the DLC. Like because I play a lot of game and I was like, yeah, I want to move on to something different. Um, so I downloaded like a dragon. Like a dragon. What is it called? Yakuza
Pirate
Two.
Yakuza in Hawaii?
No, not the pirate
No,
one.
not that one. Oh,
Whatever.
okay.
The sequel. Well, the sequel to Like a
Fortunate
Dragon. Like a
Wealth
Dragon 2. Yeah, yeah. Fortunate Wealth. That's what I was trying to get something.
or
Yeah,
something like
Fortunate
that.
Wealth. Yeah, yeah. So I downloaded that and I played that and it is on Game Pass, which kind of pissed me off because I had it on Steam and I bought it and I was like, oh my goodness, now that I want to play it, it's actually here. I said I'm kind of mad I bought it on sale now. And like and I'm not one of those people who's like, well, at least I give money to the devs or something. Say no, the devs already got paid. They already got the devs already got paid.
They're getting
It's the
paid by
publishers
Game
paying.
Pass right now.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, damn, I spend my money and I could have been because that hey, this is the game I thought was already on Game Pass. Like I thought this was a Game Pass game, and I was pissed when I realized when it came out that I didn't see it on Game Pass.
Yeah.
But I played on Game Pass just because I just to get the achievements and stuff. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna play it up here then. Um, I've been playing that game, and it's fun. Like it's a fun game. Like the story, it's funny, just like the first one. Um, I like the main character, and I didn't even realize Kiro was like a regular character. Like I knew he was in there, but I didn't know you actually like played with him. He was going to be with you. And I was like, oh, this is and like it's old Kiro. You got gray hair and everything. Um, so I was like, well, like, yeah, he got gray mixed with his black. It's like, oh, cool. I like how they aged him. And yeah, and the Hawaii, man, it looks so nice. Like they do a really good job of making it like you really in the resort area of Hawaii and things of that nature. And like it's so much to do in this game. Like this is, I mean, it kind of reminds me like the like Grand Theft Auto in a way, but not as big as Grand Theft Auto, but also big enough. Is me, it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot to do, man, and like so many different type of games. Like they still got that game that's kind of like supposed to be like a parody of Pokemon. Um, and it says like gotta grab them all. That's what they call it. And like where you use like humans like basically as like Pokemon and stuff, and you fight them. And that's pretty cool. They also have it where you can go to this special island, and I was just thinking, it's like, oh, this is like, um, is almost dang, what game am I trying to think? Well, recently, Popia, whatever it's called. What's the Pokemon game called? Um, Pokepia,
Po
whatever it's called. But
yeah,
the
Pocopia.
Pokopia, yeah. It's kind of like that. I mean, you build up this
Oh,
island,
nice.
you build like, and you're they copied them, and they copied whatever else that does this shit.
Sure.
Um, and like you have to
Hey, if
get
it
rid of the
works for everybody.
trash. It's on this. It used to be a resort area, and then you get to craft stuff to build buildings and things and make it nice and whatever. Which I was just thinking like, oh, it's like a resort area, which I mean I think it is, but the stuff I get to craft is like regular town stuff, like, and then it even has it because like I think I was putting like a place for porn and a place for like girl dancers and all this other stuff like
Yeah,
bars.
regular
And
town stuff.
they was like, it's like, oh, your thing's the ones that sleazy, something like that. Thing is, I wasn't even paying attention. I was just crafting buildings. I was just like, I'm just putting the buildings up because I'm trying to make it popular so that I can go to the next tier. Like you, because you have this some authority comes and like they grade you and say, hey, this place could be open now. Like people can come here or something like that, and blah blah blah. And so I wasn't even saying that, but I don't think it's bad though. Like it doesn't. It may say sleazy, but I don't think there were. I don't think it's like a negative thing though. It's just that's what the type of
Mm.
place you got. And then when I was adding other stuff, it ended up being something different. Like because I have more like a regular movie theater and homes and stuff like that. And yeah, it really goes deep, man, with that. I was like, good God, like I know these games, they have games within games, but like this goes really deep, like, and it's crazy. Then you got things where like called like match. It's like something like a tender basically, and
Mm.
like they have a game with that where. But the thing is, every time I find a woman that like she agrees, she likes me or something like that, and it's like a game where you have to try to get it so she really into you, and then you meet her, but you always meet. There's always either some dude like who was pretending, or one time it was a chicken,
Uh,
and then another time
not
it
a
was like
chicken.
it was an old woman. It was an old woman, which I was like, hey, this is still good. I was like, this shouldn't be bad. But yeah, it seems like okay. It's like I don't think I'm ever going to meet like a woman on this app. I think it's always going to be like a joke. But it's funny, and the way they do it is like you have to pick the right thing to say, but when you pick it, then you have to text it, and it's like that's when you get to like pressing the right buttons at the right time. So it's like you text it.
Mm.
So if you mess up, it's like you text wrong, like you spell words and stuff wrong, and then the person don't understand what you're trying to say. Uh, and, yeah, and then it has something like you have to pick the right emoji and things like that. It's crazy. But like yeah, so now it's new. Like when you're in Hawaii, it's new characters because the guys you were with, they're still in Japan. And yeah, one dude, he's a dude. He becomes your friend. He was like your taxi driver who tried to rob you. And then there's this young woman who she's because you're trying to find your mother, and she's connected because she was also trying. I think she was working for his mother, and like yeah, she was a maid. Yeah, she was a maid working as well, but she's actually supposedly connected to like a rich family in Japan. But I think she's trying to
Mm.
get a like I guess she wants to get out on her own or something and get away from that. Um, so you try, yeah. It's like always. It's like a lot of people are trying to look for your mother though, and like you're looking for just just to talk to her, but these other groups like gangs and stuff are looking for it. And you don't know why. And Kiru, the guy who's main guy from the Yakuza series, he's working from this like I guess maybe Japan's version of CIA. I don't know. Like
Mm.
because they're looking for it too, and so he's working for them, and he's with you. Um, so yeah, so that's really like what's the story behind this. I still haven't got to a point where I found her yet, but yeah, and I still don't know why. Like I still don't know why everyone's like going after her. But it's but overall, man, the game it's a lot of fun. Like it's I like the story. Like I like the banter between the characters. Like it's funny and yeah, man,
Mhm.
it's pretty good. What else have I played? Also played Trails Through Daybreak 2. I went back to that also. I was like, let me finish this Trail series. So I'm basically like one game behind as far as the main storyline games. Like it's this one at the finish, and then it's Trails like Through Horizon or something, whatever it's called.
Mhm.
Um those are only games, so these are the only games I haven't completed. I mean, if you're not counting the remastered of the first game, which
Mhm.
I'm not counting that one. But I mean I do want to play it, but that's not I already know the story. But anyway, this game feels like I don't know. It feels like a side story more than a sequel. I looked on Reddit and I was looking on Reddit forums about this, and even the fans of this, they felt the same way too. Like
Mhm.
it's like so far, and then when I read like their comments, it feels like yo, it's going to end up being that way. Because so far, it feels like man, it's nothing's really like like what's happening now is like they didn't it's like they're just adding something to a story, but it's not really progressing that much further. Like it doesn't feel like a true sequel. And
Mhm.
it's like they just try to put a game in between like these other games they're making. Like it's like maybe they were and that's what some people say is like that they were it's almost like they were trying to fit a game in a year because they do the Y series also and it wasn't coming out yet.
Right.
So it's almost like, yeah, let's put another Trails game out or something. I don't know. It just feels like this doesn't feel like a true sequel like what the other games I played. That I mean, it's okay, um, but it's just like story wise, it's kind of It's like I could have. I mean, maybe I play Horizon. I'd probably be like, yeah, they could have just went straight to that one. Like you could have had some years in between what's happening here because nothing. Because and now I'm learning that like, oh, so all the questions I have asked from the first game, Trails Through Daybreak, I'm not. It's not. It seems like they might not get answered. So that kind of sucks for me. Because it's
Yeah.
like, damn. But I mean, overall, it's an okay game. Like it's not bad. It's all right. Like but um there's some things I have a problem with. I mean, I have a problem with a lot of the series because I mean, just anime stuff that happens. Like, I still don't like the idea of like there's a well, there's this girl. She's in high school that you work with. Now, you have no interest in her, like the main character, but she likes you, which I'm like, okay, yeah, that could happen. But it's just that to keep going back to it, like her feeling like a little jealous of people being around. It's like, come on, man, I don't like, get the why you had to be like this? Like, I was happy you finally had an adult I can play as in this game,
Right.
which that's what a lot of people like because the tone is kind of darker. People actually die now,
Mm.
like compared to before. Even though this game with the whole rewind, well, I wouldn't even call it a rewind system. That's just a story. You got no control over it. Like that's the thing. It's like it just you get to a
Interesting.
point, you see people die, or even you die, and then magic happens and you rewind to a point and you be like, oh, I'm just gonna go a different route. But it's not like they made a system where it's like, oh, you can do things on your own, you can wind on your own, or like you can actually do another route even before that. Like you could probably have done the right thing to do even to not even get to that point. So it only happened. But no, it's just part of the story. Um, but it's like you give me yeah, I get to play as adult and like he does have a person who he used to be his girlfriend when they were in high school, but they're not now. But it's like, it's almost like you got something going on. I was like, you could have it like, yeah. I said, darn, that should be like the whole relationship thing. And like dealing with that instead of trying to make it like, oh, like this young high school girl. And then the people who make excuses for this are like, it's to me, I feel like you're calling yourself out and you're a freaking weirdo. Like, first excuse is that, oh, it's a different country and like they have their own like they hey over Japan they don't really care about this. No Japanese person told me this yet. All these people are going to assume not in Japan because they didn't say they were because the way they talk, they saying
Yeah.
that's their culture. So I'm supposed to trust you. And then here's the thing, the game makes fun of it. Because they even talk about when like somebody's with a high schooler or something, and yeah, they're not really like with them, but somebody like jokes or they somebody like, hey, are you taking advantage of this minor or something like that? They do it, so they know it. They know it's like, yeah, it's not looked upon for like a 25-year-old to be with a 16-year-old, even though I guess by Japanese law, I don't know. I'm just assuming that's what the people on Reddit said. They said like in Japanese law, the age of consent is 16 in Japan, and I'm like, okay, whatever. But just like here, how it could be age of consent could be in different states, different ages. People still look at things a certain like they don't. It's not looked upon in a good light. Person of a certain age going out with a like supposed minor or whatever. So I was
Right.
like, and they do too, apparently, they joke about it. So don't give me that. So you basically tell me bullshit. And like, and then also the people will be like, oh, it's just a video game. I don't care. Like, how do y'all take like why do y'all care? It's like it's still a story, dude. Like it's
Because there are grown people writing these stories.
yeah, it's still a story you read. I don't care if it's not real. Like I'm not saying nobody get arrested. I'm just saying it's weird.
Yeah.
It's like what the fuck? I was like, I don't care if it's fake. It's like it's so weird. Like that'd be the story. Um, but I mean, they do make it one sided. But I'm just hoping that they don't, because I don't know. Because the last game, they had a harem kind of thing going on here. Like you could be like you get to a point where you can pick anybody to date, and like it was a point where the main character, he was adult. Now he's only like what 18, 19, and they're like 16, 17. And it's like,
Mhm.
eh, like, yeah, he's legally adult, but they're
Statutory, I
it's
got
not that it's not it's not that far. But I felt but thing is, you're their teacher, you know what I mean? And it's like, I'm not gonna choose to be with them. So it was like, y'all gave me a choice to be with these people. That's weird. I was like, why you
Yeah, that's
making them
majorly
miserable?
weird. Yeah, that
Yeah, I
power
was like, why
dynamic
would you
to it too.
even give it like credence? Like, yes, you can make it like the girls like because I mean that's the thing, like younger people liking older people,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
make it like, oh, I'm not into this or something like that. Now, technically,
Yeah, you don't
he
have to
does,
reciprocate.
yeah, yeah. Now, technically, he does like during the game, but when you get to the point where it's like, oh, this is the point where you can pick who to date, that's when you can make it. He can date them. That's like, why they make? I was saying like, why did I see the students up here? And I was like, oh god. I said, oh god, Japan, and their weirdness, like weirdness and stuff like this. And yeah, and that's the thing is like, I just hope they don't do that with this game, man, because he's even older. He's not even close to the age.
Yeah.
He's 25. Like he's 25 and she's 16. I'm like, dude, get the
Yeah,
hell
that's
away from
not
it. And
cool.
oh man, and it's so funny how the people on the Reddit, like the thought process of people is so weird to me because it's like people are saying like that's only it's like what's wrong? It's like it's only 9 years older. It's like what's wrong with like a
It's
person who's
9
like 30,
years older.
39? You say like somebody who's 39 and they're
Sure.
going with somebody like in 40. I was like, that's adults though. That's
They
different. I was like, that's
lived
yeah,
a
that's
good portion of their
totally
lives at
different.
that point.
Yeah, you're talking about 16-year
You're
old
talking about someone who's
and
literally
at
double the
25.
age of this person that you're talking about.
It's like 16 and 25. It's like, it's like if you know the difference, like if you ever lived that life, it's a difference
You
between
know,
a
I
16
would
or a
still
25-year-old.
question this even if I met them and they were 39 and whatever, if they told me that they met 20 years ago, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah. I'm a question. Yeah,
25 years ago,
at that point,
I'd be
yes,
doing
you
the
do.
math in my head like, "Wait a second, how old
But
were
no,
you?"
if you just meet at that age,
Yeah,
that's different.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But I just find it funny that people on Reddit like, that's what I never understood people like with the internet. Like you type this stuff. Like, so do you turn your brain off and somehow you still able to type words and you don't think? Like I don't know, man. It's always so and I'm like, wait a minute. So how are you comparing that age, yo? It's like that's still a child. And I don't care how mature you can say they are. Like, yes, they say, oh, somebody says she acts real mature. So, oh my god, that's what the pedophiles say, don't they? Ain't that what they say?
He's, yeah.
They say she's mature for your age. You're just like they say you're mature just like me at 32 or something. It's like, what the fuck?
Ugh.
I'm like, dude, no. Um, but anyway, um, but besides all that, it's fine. Like it's like I said, so far in this game, it hasn't gone no route like that. So that's what I'm happy about. I'm just hoping it never does. And I hope like if they do a relationship thing, it stays with people his age, really,
Yeah.
and that'll be cool. Um, but like right now, he's like he doesn't want to even attempt to be with anybody because even the girl he used to be with, I think they were like getting closer, and but he said because of this like demon thing that's in him, he don't want to get close to anyone until he can deal with that. Um,
Not to derail
oh,
this, Dominic, but have you heard about the Street Fighter stuff
the movie?
related to this? No. So Alex's story in the new Street Fighter DLC is basically that he it gets married and has a child with his like second cousin who he grew
Oh,
up with
you know
like
what?
a sister.
I saw like an article or something, but I didn't click on it because I thought it was
Yeah.
clickbait. So I didn't bother
It,
to even
I
like
mean, it
bother.
was
What is it?
clickbait,
What's
but
the
at the
story?
same time,
What's the
it's just
well? Yeah, what's the story though?
it's basically like he grows up with this girl, you know, like a sister basically, but it's his I think second cousin effectively.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, apparently in the story, it says like at a certain point he stopped having like sisterly feelings for her, and you know had romantic feelings, and then yeah, they go on to get married and have a child together.
All those adult
Um,
games
very
like
very
that.
weird.
It's like all those AVN games that I see, like they have it with like brother sister love and shit like that.
Maybe that's what they're just trying to cash in on the internet
And
meme.
even though
That's
they're
what it
saying
is.
like, oh no, it's his second cousin. But here's the thing: even like you're adopted, but if you grew up like it's your sister, you think
Yeah,
of it as a sister.
that's what makes it even weirder, right?
Yeah, because like I'm not thinking like there's no like freaking chemical thing in your body that says like, oh, they're
Oh, these
their
two
family.
bloods, they're
Yeah,
too
yeah,
similar.
yeah. You don't even be sexually attracted to this person because you're yeah. There's some chemical reaction that causes this. It's like no, you just grow up. That's your family, and you usually just don't think of them that way. Yeah, so it's weird. It's weird that they would even chose to do like yeah, you chose to do this. This ain't something like this happened. Like somebody has to write this. They have to go through this and write this as a story. Like why? Like why would you even do that? Like what's the point of that? What's the point of like putting this in a fighting game no less? And like
Yeah,
why is that the story?
yeah.
Because
It's
I think it's a fetish. I think it's some type of fetish shit. I mean, I'm
it's
sorry. It's like it's no
weird.
other reason to do it. Or the person who wrote it, they can relate. I don't
I get it. Can relate. Yeah, that's the problem.
know.
Can relate a little
um.
too much.
All right. But besides that, like the story is it's basic like um RPG anime stuff. So it's like, yeah, it's nothing special with this. And it's kind of disappointing that like not much stuff will go forward with the overall arc. I mean, it's cool that I've seen these characters and stuff again, even though it hasn't been that long ago. Because I played the game like what last year or year before last. Well, some of last year, yeah. So, yeah. All right. So, what else have I played? Because I accidentally left um my thing. Reload. Shucks. All right, hold up. I gotta get back to my page because I actually I
Okay.
accidentally left here. All right. So also I played some more. Oh, I played Outer Worlds 2. I went back to that. Um I had to start from the beginning again, even though because I didn't get that far really, but I had forgot a lot of stuff. So I started over again. I finally got off the first planet. Well, technically I guess the second planet if you count the prologue stuff. But So yeah, and I finally got like 3 more people to on my crew. So I met new characters. They're all women, which I'm because I don't know. I guess there's one more character left, and I'm guessing maybe it's a male or it. I guess. I mean, I don't know if it's a robot or not. Well, I do already have a robot, which is I mean, it has a female voice on the robot. So yeah, I was like, darn. I was like, wow. It's like everybody's I'm the. I mean, if I was a woman, it would be only be one dude up here, and that'll be the black dude. And I was but my character is I mean is a man, but I was but yeah, because you meet this big woman like strong well, I want to say she kind of mutated. I guess she is. Yeah, well, she is mutated, but like purposely mutated because like
Mm.
she was part of this soldier program or something, and she has like this small third arm on her back, and
Ugh.
um, and I guess because they were trying to make it 3 arm soldier, they were trying to make a 3 arm soldier, but
Okay.
it didn't work out. And
Interesting.
the thing is kind of slowly killing her or something. And then I figured out. I mean, I helped her to get rid of it, and she got a new arm, not a third arm, but like because one of her other arms was kind of messed up, and I get to choose like what kind of beast will it be, and I think I forgot what I chose, but it looks scaly. It looks like a scaly hand or
It's one
something
with
like
2
that.
backs, Tommy.
um, and like she's even like she's like big, like she's kind of tall, whatever. So like a strong, like almost like a super, I guess, supposed like super soldier type of thing. And like and like each people you get is like part of a faction too, so they have their own ideologies and stuff like that. I got one who was part of the like some science order faction thing. She's like an old woman assassin. Um, then I got another woman who I just found in like and yeah, I didn't even know it was like another character in this part of the place. Like I was just shooting people and I helped this person and she's a little crazy. She's I don't know what kind of fact I still don't really know what she is. I gotta talk to her more, understand, but it's like she is like basically a maniac, like who wants to kill. She wants to get revenge, but she just likes killing and shit like that. Like she's like a punk rock something person, whatever. Um, but yeah, it's like the character so far. I mean, there's nobody who's really like grabbing me to be like, oh yeah, I really like this character. I mean, that's what I kind of felt in the last Outer Worlds though. Like they were okay. Uh Even though some people did find the younger dude in the first one annoying, I liked him. Um, but they were all right. And just like this one, yeah, they're okay. But I always feel like I should take the I forgot the black dude's name, but I always should take him out because of like we're actually part of the same group and we're looking
Uh,
for this woman to get revenge on. And I always felt like because the one time I didn't have him with me because I was doing these quests that I know that had nothing to do with her. So I just want to try out these new guys. And you look at have 2 people in your group. So I had let the old assassin woman had joined me with the soldier woman, and but I'm thinking like I don't want to take these guys everywhere because it's like for the story, I feel like I want to see him there because I want to hear what he says, like because to that woman, and that's like it's kind of so I have to decide. And it's like, oh, if I do another playthrough, yeah, I'll pick these other characters just to see what they would say, like in certain
mm,
situations and things like that. But thing is, but that's the thing with this game is that I was hoping some character would just speak out, like really come out, like, "Oh, I need this character in my group because I really like them." I don't have that with these guys. Like, and with
mm.
the first Outer Worlds, I didn't feel that either. Like in Baldur's Gate, which I like, generally, I mean, all of them were good, but I really liked the vampire guy, and I really like the orcish looking woman because they say some funny like the rabbit guy because he's just I mean the voice actor is really good and he's funny and the orcish woman
Mm.
like well she's not funny purposely but it's just that in a situation because she's all like serious stuff it's serious it becomes funny and something like that And I like those characters. And thing is, I like the other characters too. Like I always feel like I want to add somebody else to the group because like I want to because I want to hear what they say. While this one, I don't feel like I'm missing nothing except with him, and that's only because, like I said, because of story wise, it's not really because of his
Mhm.
character. It's really just because of story wise, it feels like he should be there. Um, but there's nobody who jumps out at me. There's nobody who really like, man, this companion, yeah, he's great. Like this is the one I had to have in the group. And it kind of sucks because I was kind of hoping that this game it would be better as far as that. And maybe they are. Like maybe overall they're better characters than the first one, but
Mhm.
um not by much. Well, so far not by much. But I mean overall game I'm enjoying it. The shooting is better. I like the combat in this game. I actually enjoy it more than the first game. Um
Mm.
but I mean, but it's not like it's a lot. Put like this. So far, it doesn't feel like it's a whole lot of shooting in the game.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
I mean, not like a regular shooter. Like it's there, but like the battles, like they don't. Well, at least for me, they don't really last that long. And I mean, I'm okay with that because I mean, it's just an RPG. Uh, and so, but yeah, I mean, but it's like yeah, because to me, it always feels like me. I'm glad they did look into that, but it's almost to me is like they probably didn't have to. I don't know if they because I mean I don't know. I mean it's just that it's like it's I don't know how to explain it. It's like it just feels like it don't last up. I mean like because like for a shooter I feel like it should last a little longer. I'm not really shooting as much. I mean or I'm shooting I wouldn't say too much, but it's more annoyingly like because it'd be like creatures who just come out and then it's like I shoot them but I kill them like in seconds. So it's like
Oh,
I feel
geez.
like
Okay.
I haven't used none like all my abilities or anything. So it feels bad, and I'm not playing on easy. Um,
Right.
Now I am now. Do I turn the cheats on sometimes? Like as far as like health and stuff? Yeah, I do. Like, but I realized I didn't need to though. I didn't really need to. Like the hardest thing to do is really stealth stuff for me. In the game. But like killing enemies. Like I'm not like, well, I mean, I'm leveled up, but I didn't do anything special to level up though.
Mhm.
I'm just level up like you normally do. Though, oh, I will say yes, I had got a lot of perks and stuff. Like early on, but they shouldn't have caused me to like kill these guys. Well, I mean, I guess I can see the killing, but I wish they leveled them up to be harder though. I didn't think it would be that
Mhm.
easy to kill them. So I'm like, darn, that kind of sucks. That these
Yeah.
perks are if the perks are what's doing it, then that kind of sucks. I wish I could take them off because then at least I could have these battles a little longer. But yeah, it's not taking long for me to kill these guys. That kind of sucks. But the story wise, it's all right. Like I want to see where it goes, but it's not. But no, yeah, I don't feel like I felt with Fallout or Elder Scroll games. I don't feel like it's like on that level. Now, do I think it's better than Starfield? I don't know. I guess yes and no. It's like a mix. Like I can see why people will say they like it better than Starfield, but also it it's not like it's so much better either. Like I don't like honestly, I'm trying to think of what this game does that I feel like Starfield should do. I will say the characters are better than Starfield, like the companions. Companions are better than their companions. Um, but as far as like the overall game, I don't know. It's to me, it's like the same. It's just that Starfield was bigger, is longer
Yeah.
than this. Um, so that's one difference. But and I guess you can say maybe from a story standpoint, maybe that would be better. Like I gotta finish this game. because like yeah, because I never finished Starfield, but I played a lot of it and I spent a lot of time with it because it's so huge that I did a lot of other shit that was a part of the main story. Um, like I do rather like play games like Outer Worlds because you have but so much time.
Yeah.
But it yeah, I don't know, man. It's like I really expected a whole lot better from the first game. So I was thinking like, hey, this is their first game and everything. Now they got the backing of Microsoft officially with this game. I'm thinking like not so much like bigger as in longer, but like bigger as in like what like scope or something, and
Mhm.
just feeling like so much better. And I don't feel like it's that much better than the first one. And now I see why it wasn't really nominated for like awards or anything. Um, Not that it was a bad game, just that it wasn't as good as those other games that were out there.
Right.
And it just feels like to me, it feels like it's something that's one of those games that just like a vow that came out. Like there is okay,
Mhm.
but it's not going to be spoken about. Like people don't talk about RPGs. Like, hey, like they look fondly, like on looking back at it, like Avowed or this. Like the most they probably talk about those games is that they they weren't that long. Like they were long enough. Like they didn't take up a lot of your time. Like you don't feel like
Yeah.
you like a waste like oh man it's just too much to do here and there's a whole bunch of stuff like you wish that more RPGs just like with Clair Obscure or whatever. It's like hey you have a lot but it's a lot there but it doesn't feel like it's a whole lot of wasted stuff to do in the game. Like it feel like you had and use your time wisely.
Mhm.
All right, so I've also played a little bit of Call of Duty, like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the 2016, I think it's 2016 that it came out. That version, because it finally came on Game Pass, like because Xbox is take forever with these games, and
Are you
they chose
telling
to
me
go
the
back.
new version is 10 years old, Dominic? Don't do this to me.
Oh yeah, or close to it. Maybe or
Yeah.
maybe it's 2018. I don't know what year it is, but I know it's not the Modern Warfare that we played back in
Yeah.
2007.
It's
So
2019. Okay, that makes me feel a little
okay,
bit better.
okay, 2019. All right. So like Xbox, they chose to go backwards by putting out three, then two, then one.
Of
Uh,
course.
and I mean, I get it from maybe a multiplayer standpoint, maybe because, but I just feel like you just could have
Maybe.
just put them
Yeah.
all out, right?
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. I feel like you just put them out there, man. But anyway, so I play a little bit of that. I mean, it's Call of Duty. It looks good. I mean, that's one thing I would say about Call of Duty. I like whatever trickery they use. It works because it looks damn
Mhm.
good. Like the lighting and stuff they do um, in the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still like on rails type of shooter thing. But that's what I'm looking for. I was looking for just like a game just to shoot around a bit. I mean, I play Division every now and then, but just something a little different. Um, just to play a little more action and not me just reading, like his RPGs. Um, Also, I play a new game actually. Replaced, which just it came out on Game Pass. It came out everywhere though. Well, almost everywhere. Is it on Switch?
I think so. I think I just saw
Okay,
it. Let me see.
so I think it's
Replaced.
on everything. But it's a 2D like pixelated um platformer kind of, but like the game kind of reminds me of like the inside or whatever. Like it's not a Metrovania because yeah, you're just going yeah you're kind of going one side like an inside like you're just going forward moving forward. But it's like a story driven 2D platformer. I guess I don't know what you would call this genre really. But it has that pixelated look. It's like cyberpunkish and kind of reminds me of what that game I forgot what it was called, that Microsoft game that they had showed off years ago that we never
Yeah.
got. But then they showed this game and people had joked, which I totally missed this game. Like I forgot about this game. If I saw it, I totally forgot. But looking back, when I was looking back at like the history and stuff, I saw like some people were talking about it and they was calling it's called replaced and some people were saying like hey replace that other game. So they're saying like replaced, that's why Microsoft is there back in this one, and it's cyberpunk also. But anyway, like the story is that now, like I guess I'm going to learn more about what's really going on, like what happened to the state of
Mhm.
the world. I guess it's one of those, yeah, kind of like Inside. Like you kind of learned what's going on by playing the game, and I guess you'll learn what this world is and why it is. Because like you start off in like a lab, and the guy is talking to his AI and something like that, and the AI saying, "Oh, you're feeling stressed" or something like that, and then you're trying to tell the AI, "Yeah, I'm feeling stressed because I think someone died or something like that," and then the AI was saying like you need to stop, like doing whatever the character was doing, and like because of the stress levels, I guess, and then the AI they basically stopped it because they're saying like, "Hey, your stress level's too low, too high," but then the explosion happened
Mm.
because I don't know, somebody attacked the lab or whatever. Well, it's like a big corporation kind of lab though, because like you're in one room, but once you leave out, you see like you're in like a building with different rooms and stuff. But when the explosion happened, I guess being connected with the AI causes the AI to be take over your body, but it's still
Okay.
trying to take care of you though. But it's
Mm.
like trying to figure out what's going on. But then and that's what basically, yeah. So that's what the replaced aspect of it is that the AI got transferred to that body. You were trying to get to another lab within that building to fix yourself, but the police started going like about to kill you and stuff like that. So you had to avoid them, and then you're on the run from them, and I don't know why. Like, so I'm guessing like I haven't got to that point to know why the police are after me. And what the city is, because apparently you went out the city, and then you went out of like beyond the walls, as they say. And beyond the walls, it seemed like ruins and stuff like that. So, like, this is some
Ooh.
post-apocalyptic kind of world or something.
Mhm.
And then the AI is kind of just talking like throughout, and it's not voice acted. You have to read it. But the AI says like, um, it was told that the places outside the walls were fine. Like people were still fine out here, but it doesn't seem that way. Like so, it's like, oh, like yeah, they were lying. And then I had met like these people out the ruins who are they are trying to kill me, whatever. And that's when I first did the combat. Um, and the combat is like it's all right. Like I like it. It has a counter system and stuff like that. Like when it gets yellow, you can counter. When it's red, you just gotta dodge out the way. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I never had no problems with it. So far I haven't got hit yet. Like so so far it seems pretty easy, not frustrating or anything. Um, but I mean I haven't played that long. I'm still at the early stages of the game. And yeah, if you like Inside or any game of that nature where it's like a story driven 2D game, it seems like it falls under that umbrella. So far, I mean, it's all right. Like, I might go back to it. I mean, all depends what these other games how I feel. But
Mhm.
yeah, it seems like an all right game. The what's the like Metacritic for it or anything? Is it? I think I saw favorable reviews when I first looked at it, but that was some time ago.
Mhm.
It
Let's
wasn't a
see.
lot of like reviews up for it.
It's currently a 76 on Metacritic for PC.
Oh, okay. So it's good. It's like too good. Oh, The Last Night.
Yeah.
That's what that game was called. That
Oh,
Xbox
okay,
game.
that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And apparently that game is still in development. It like just hasn't been canceled yet. I'm like,
That's what they want
darn, they
us to
announced
believe.
that. They announced that game so long ago. Like the Steam still has a page for it. And so it's still there.
This post on Reddit from 2 months ago is it's been almost 9 years since the announcement at E3. Jesus.
Is it like
Back
one
in
guy working on the game?
2017. I
That's what I want to
didn't
know.
think so.
I mean, the design, it says designer Tim Sword. Now, I don't is he the only guy working on it? I don't know.
Now he is. Now he's the only one working on it.
Now it was a crew of them, and now he is. Um,
As of 1 year ago from Reddit, The Last Night is still in pre-production. According to the latest info on the game's Discord, Tim's studio has yet to unlock the budget for the production cycle of The Last Night. I'm not coming here to spread negativity. Tim doesn't owe us anything. I'm aware that a ton of work has been put into the pre production, getting the studio off the ground and creating an expensive game Bible for future hires, etc. But dare I say, damn, the game is still not in production? Damn.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That is crazy if it didn't start actual production until sometime last year.
What the hell was we? What did we see? Yeah, because it was supposed like pixelated gameplay they showed.
Yeah, it
Was
looked
a
like
pixelated video.
gameplay.
I guess it was just a
Yeah,
video.
just made a video, I guess. Rough.
I'm trying to look up something because there was something I heard. I was listening to Dustin's like YouTube video, and it was
Mm,
something he said about a studio. I'm trying to remember what it was because it said like, hey, wait a minute, hold on. Because he said it was like 100 um employees and like working on the game, and said, yeah, it's pretty small. And I was like, that's small. I said, I guess it all depends on the game, really,
yeah.
right? I mean, I try to remember what the game was that was small or whatever. I don't know. I don't. Darn, I can't remember what the game was. Darn. But yeah, because I was like, that to say, oh, that's small. I said, okay, shucks, man. I mean, I remember the days like I was only 10 people or something like on the game.
Yeah.
Like,
That's for a
I
big
was like,
AAA thing. Like,
I was
Doom.
like saying like yeah, like I said, yeah, for like Grand Theft Auto, yeah, that's small. But I mean, I don't know. I need to know like what's the normal size then. I mean, because the way they lay off people, it seemed like they got too many. But
That's what they want us to believe, yeah.
all right. So yeah, so that's it, man. So I guess we'll take a quick break. When we get back, we get to the flashback segment,
Alright.
and we're back. So let's get to the flashback segment. We're in a new month now since since we haven't really done April yet. Darn, man, we're in the middle. We're at the end of April. We're past the middle, man. That's crazy.
Yep.
It's like we just started in April, but we're actually in the middle of April. So now like, well, every month we have game covers, which I'll do after I'll say the anniversary of certain games. So starting going back 10 years ago, 2016, we got the 10-year anniversary of Enter the Gungeon. Just like the
Yeah.
bullet hell roguelike. I've seen this game a lot, and this is one of those roguelikes that I've seen, yeah, a lot, like all the time. And like, because especially in sales, what happened, I always see this
Oh,
game
yeah.
out there. So, like, tell me about this game because you probably know about it more than I do.
Yeah, so basically, you go down into these dungeons and you get all sorts of type of crazy weapons. The enemies are usually like bullet shaped. They're either bullets or like shotgun shell shaped, and they of course have their own weapons that they're shooting as well. And like you said, it's kind of a bullet hell thing. At a certain point, there's a lot of enemies on screen, a lot of weapons, and a lot of bullets getting shot at you. You have like a kind of a dodge roll type situation, but mostly it's just an isometric roguelike shooter. And it's a lot of fun. I had fun with it. I was surprised that you never played this one. This was it reminds me of the one that you did play a lot. And I was trying to look up and see if that was the same developer or not.
Oh,
Um,
damn, what was that called? Uh, Damn, part two that just came out like last year.
yeah.
But, damn, I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, but either way,
Yeah,
I don't think it actually is related as it turns out.
yeah. Well, this came out while I don't think I was really into roguelikes yet.
Yeah, this was pre
2016?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, this was a relatively early into the trend of
yeah.
roguelites, I feel like.
All right. So now, what else? Oh, we got another game. Quantum Break. Oh my goodness, Quantum Break. It's been
Quantum
10
Breakdown,
years. Wow, this is a big deal because this was a Microsoft exclusive done
Mhm.
by
From Remedy.
yeah, yeah, from Remedy, yeah, so
Yeah.
everybody knows from Remedy, from Max Payne, and the Alan Wake. So like, hey, they got from Remedy game, but they were doing a lot with this game because like TV
Yeah.
show and all this stuff, and it was so weird. Like they were trying to make a huge franchise with this, and they got big actors in here. Okay, I say big actors, but they're known actors. You've seen them before.
Yeah.
And
This is
so
Sean
like,
Astin,
yeah, um,
Iceman.
and yeah,
Sean
Iceman. Yeah, I
Ashmore,
see him a
that's what
lot.
it is.
And but the game, to me, I mean, I played it. It's okay. Like it's. I mean, I didn't hate it. It was all right. It
Mhm.
was really just the whole like cutscenes, like real like the television stuff, which they kind of mix in, which is was kind of weird. Like I kind of wish
Yeah.
that wasn't a thing, but they had something going on here. I don't know. Like they were trying to do here with that. But yeah, I mean, it seemed all right. And to me, because like when I was playing Control, I had like Quantum Break vibes while playing that because I was like, oh, this kind of feels like Quantum Break with the whole like with the powers and stuff, and also organization stuff like that. Like going on here, like government organization things of that nature. But yeah, but unfortunately, yeah, the Xbox was in a Xbox One that was just like in a bad place and whatever. It just like because they were still trying to get people to get the damn console because
Yeah.
it was like falling
And this
behind.
very much felt like kind of the
And
personification of all the things that we didn't like about the Xbox One, where they're trying to make it more of a TV focused thing or a
yeah,
cross media thing instead of just giving us games that we want. And now
like
they've
game like
ruined
let
Remedy
yeah
too.
like because that was basically how a lot of game. I mean, Halo 5 was kind of like that, man. They had a TV show, and the guy, real life actor, his face was in the game, but it wasn't his voice. But still, they were trying to do something like kind of cross between that, like say, hey, watch this show we got up here, and then go play the game. I mean, yeah, they were just trying to like make it a media thing. And yeah, that's not what the people wanted. Like they weren't ready for that. It's like here's the thing. It's like you can do that, but still make a game a game. And like still just have that. Like if you want to something that adds, but not, but it doesn't have to cross it. Like it doesn't have to be a part of the game. Like let that be extra, man. Like hey, if I choose to watch the show, and then hey, that'd be cool. But you don't have to all put it like try to meld it together. Um, but yeah, yeah, like I said, yeah, because I mean, as the system itself, they said like they wanted this to be basically not just like a console, gaming console, but like being like something you put on your entertainment self. Like it's just like
Yeah.
it's like the next VCR, I guess. I don't know,
Yep. I
but
yelled at the
it,
Connect to pause and play my shows a whole lot back in the day, Downey.
I you know what I did too. I mean, it was hey, that thing was basically Alexis before Alexis and all those other ones and all the other kind of basically talking to app things. And yeah, it's just unfortunate that that stuff didn't work out because of their messaging and things of that nature. Because I like that they had hey, like TVs, I don't know TVs have picture in picture anymore, honestly, because I don't see that, and I haven't seen like my first like expensive HDTV did have picture in picture, but like
Mhm.
like yeah, I don't see that anymore. And Xbox had it where you could do that. You could have picture in picture.
Yep.
Like I played my game, and I was like, oh man, and that sucks. Like, and they took that and actually took that away because they wanted to make like use some more of the systems of what was it, memory or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. Memory, yeah.
But yeah, so that actually sucks. It's like damn, like for that to happen. get to take something away, and like because I actually enjoyed that. It Yeah, man, it's just a mess. It was just a mess, and it's just so funny. Like thinking back now, it's like how messed up that was, and it's like it technically it kind of continues like on today. Like you think of gaming is like, man, now it's like, man, it's just crazy. Like I don't know what the hell the next six is going to be, man. And, like it's just I don't know. I mean, hell, it'll be like for the elites, I guess, because we can't afford it. We will probably couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
Um. All right. So what else we got here? For 2016, Ratchet and Clank came out for the PS4, man. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, Ratchet and Clank. This was like the almost like the reboot of Ratchet and Clank, really, because this is like
Mhm.
kind of like the movie.
It's like a
But yeah,
remaster slash reboot at the same time, but it was
yeah,
tied into the movie also.
yeah. Which yeah, that's you know what, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that two gate. It's kind of like yeah, they had something going on, but I mean it works for Ratchet and Clank more.
Mhm.
Because it's just like the cutscenes, like the
Yeah.
cut, like some of the yeah, they were kind of similar to what the movie was, which I never did watch that whole movie. It was bad, but I was watching, so I was like, that's okay. I just pretty much stopped it. Um, but now I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking like story wise or story and pacing wise, it really wasn't that different from Burial. Like like
Just
I'm
goes to
thinking,
say they just don't get it, Dominic.
oh god, it's like yeah, exactly, man. It's just whatever. Like a Ratchet and Clank, you had to do a good story, and then you still marketing. Yeah, it would have to be marketing too. Would have to help. But
Yeah.
if you had like, oh, it was like, oh, this story is really good, it might got more people to go see it. But thing is saying that it's bad, and then it's Ratchet and Clank. It's uh, like I don't even know what the sales were, but I know they. I mean, like as far as them making money on the movie, I have no idea. So I don't know how the movie costs, but I mean, I know like just in the movie theater, it wasn't like no top movie or anything. Um, but yeah, you beat this game though. So did you
Yeah.
like it?
Yeah, absolutely loved it. Coming off of the ones from the PS3 generation, which is where I really came on board to the Ratchet and Clank games, and I really liked them a
Oh, the
lot.
sucky
I
ones.
thought, hey, if those are the sucky ones, then this is a pretty good series, Dominic. Um, yeah, I really like this one a lot. I thought the fact that it seemed like it was kind of just basically the first game again, but I never really played the first game.
Yeah,
And then it being kind of tied to the movie, I was kind of standoffish
I'm gonna say it's
about
not.
it for a while there.
I'm gonna say. I
Um,
mean, they have the elements of the first game, but
mm,
tonally, it's not like tone
very
wise.
different.
It's different from the first game, man.
Gotcha.
Like this is when they start making well Ratchet was I ain't gonna say where to start, but this is kind of the middle when they're making Ratchet very nice.
Kid friendly.
Yeah, like
Sanding the edges off.
two yeah exactly yeah. This is when they were making it definitely not extreme or something.
Yeah.
Like if somebody tells
Yeah.
me it's a kids game, then I'll be like, yeah, it is now. I will argue.
Yeah.
I will argue for the PS2 one. It's that kids game, and but then now, yeah, it's pretty much fucking a kids game.
That's because back then all we did was make licensed trash for kids, Dominic. All the any game that got like serious development like a Ratchet and Clank was intended for an older-ish audience, you know. Those of
Yeah, but I don't
us
know
with a
why they
more
changed the
refined
tone.
palate in our
Like they changed it
14s.
to freaking toddlery. Like, it's
Yeah.
not. I mean, it's not for toddler, but it's just too nice. It's like
The
what are
funny
you
thing is
doing?
you could see that happen if the movie was a success, right? And like, oh,
Yeah,
now we have a very young generation of kids getting into this, but with the movie kind of falling flat, why wouldn't you maybe keep it a little more complex and adult. Not adult
yeah.
per se,
I
but
mean, I
yeah,
mean, like
not as
with like titles like
sacros
Up Your Arsenal and going
sacralose.
Commando and stuff. Like, yeah, that you knew. the tone of that is like, yeah, this is definitely teenage. This ain't for little kids.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but now I don't know. They do that. Do they do that even euphemism anymore?
My
And it
understanding is like this last one was rift apart, which my
okay.
understanding is like the joke there is it sounds like ripped a fart.
Oh, okay.
And until that was explained, I never understood that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Exactly. I would.
So
Yeah,
like even the humor is more juvenile now, down is what I'm saying.
yeah, yeah. They really gone a different route there. Um, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, besides that, I mean, when I played some of this game, I mean, it was fine. It was fine. It just, I mean, yeah, I think ever since, um, I gotta say the second Ratchet on PS3, I beat all of them up to the second one on
Is
PS3.
that Crack in Time, I think?
Yeah,
Because Future
Crack in
Tools of
Time.
Destruction was the first
That was the
one.
first one. Yeah, I beat that
Yeah,
one. I
and
beat
then
Crack in
Crack in
Time,
Time,
and after that,
which
man,
obviously alludes
I
to a
can never
butt
get into
crack
them.
in time.
I can never get through them. It's just that I just
Yeah,
for some reason it doesn't it kind of falls off for me when I start playing them.
gotcha. Yeah, but I
Right.
came out of this one positive, and it looked fantastic. So
I mean, it looked good. But yeah, yeah. Well, I think and now I know people like you is what killed the series. It made it that because you actually think it's good, but I
because
mean, I
I
think it's
accepted the
okay.
detritus that
I think it's
is.
okay.
Yeah,
Um. All right. Banner Saga 2 also came out 10 years ago. I played the first Banner Saga. I haven't
I
played
was
none of the
gonna say you
sequels.
spend more time with one, right? Yeah,
Yeah, I never played none of the sequels. I mean, I would like to, but it's just they're too many games, man. And
yeah,
but I did like it. I liked the whole you taking care of these group of people, like trying to travel somewhere, like for, finding a home. Well, at least in the first game,
yeah.
so I
Because
don't know
there
what
was
the
an
second
in
one.
between portion, right? It wasn't just the RTS
No, yeah,
or
the
not
RTS was just the
RTS, the
battles, and
strategy
that's all
stuff.
depends on your
Yeah,
choices. It all depends on your
right.
choices if you fight or not. Um, so yeah, because it's almost like you choose your own venture thing. Like really, it's like yeah, you go to certain places. There's something comes up. It's like hey, you see like there's this group of like whatever. I haven't played it so long. Wherever those enemies were or something coming, and I guess you can choose to run or hide or like do different things with it, like or leave some men to fight in something to hold them off. It was yeah, it was kind of like that. Like so you're gonna have different people gonna have different outcomes by the end of the game of what happened. I haven't played this game so long, so I forget the story really of this. I just know you were trying to find a home and these weird enemies were finding like around. Like they were and like I don't even know what you were. You were humans, right? Yeah. I don't know what
Nah,
kind of world this was.
there's some guys that had like horns. It was very like Nordic fairy tale
Yeah.
almost.
But it was good. I mean it was rated and I want to say this was rated pretty good. I didn't hear anything bad about this. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, like in
yeah.
the
The
80
sequel
range.
was. Mhm.
Um so yeah. It was yeah, it was an alright series. And I'm trying to think what have these guys done, the guys who work on this game. Have they done anything? Are they known for anything after? Stoic? Oh, Towerborn. They're doing it current. That's the current thing. That's I know it's on Xbox Game Pass. Uh, I wonder how it turned out. Towerborn was supposed to be something bigger, like open, almost like a world, like MMO ish, not totally
Oh,
MMO,
okay.
but
Wow.
now it's turned to more of a cooperative game. Now, like that's what I was reading through, like early developments of it, and I don't know if is it still in early access or is it out of early access?
Let's see.
I
It
think it's out.
says
Yeah, I think it's
early
officially out.
access on
Was it?
September and was released for Xbox on April 29th, 2025. The full game was released February 26th, 2026.
Yeah,
So recently.
yeah, and I don't really hear people talk about. So I mean, I hope it's. okay. But
Yeah.
I mean, I played a very little of it just to get the feel, and I mean, the action it just felt fine, but I haven't gone deep into it. But yeah, um, yeah, we'll see. I just have a feeling like because I don't hear nothing about it, that I just feel like I'm going to hear something
Yeah.
good later on this year for it. Um, all right. So anything else? Well, Leonard Boyarovsky left Blizzard to join Obsidian. He is known for working. What was that big game? It was a big game. It's before. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fallout. He's known for really be one of the people to work on the first Fallout,
Oh, okay.
and then really to come up with the idea about Fallout. Really. Uh,
Obsidian seems like a good place for him then.
yeah. So because like he was working, yeah, he was with Interplay, and
Okay. Uh-huh.
that's when then he left Interplay. I think that's when they got bought because they got bought out by I mean the Fallout series was bought out by Bethesda, and Interplay was kind of dissolving. I think they got dissolved into something else, and I think like he got
Yeah,
out
because they
there.
didn't get
Got
picked
away
up
from
by
work.
like EA or anything, right?
I don't think so. Let me see. Interplay Entertainment. It
Does
I don't
Interplay
know.
technically still exist?
I want
They've
to
got a
say no.
website.
Oh, Focus. Oh, I think Focus on re-release of IP. Interplay via Blackout Studios re-release Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at
Um,
on their website is
yeah.
that
Oh,
Earthworm Jim, Kingpin
so
Reloaded.
I guess they technically were, but I think maybe another company.
Probably like owned by some
Yeah,
market venture capitalist or something.
but yeah, he's wait, on his wiki it still says employed at Obsidian. So I think he worked on he worked on Outer Worlds. Ah, yeah.
Nice.
So
Makes sense.
yeah, there you go. What else we got here? Oh yes, Sony. Well, not really big, but they just changed their name. Sony Interactive Entertainment used to be called Sony Computer Entertainment. I don't know why interactive. I guess because we do VR now. But and what else? It's something else changed to the Sony Network Entertainment International to Sony Interactive Entertainment. Oh, yeah. Well, it seemed like they put. I guess they want to put everything under umbrella of Sony Interactive Entertainment America. Yeah, I think they changed the European one too to Sony Interactive Entertainment of Europe or whatever it's called, or
Hmm.
UK, whatever. I don't know. And the branding stuff is always like whatever. Um. All right, so that's it. So we're going back 20 years now to 2006, and we got Odama on for the GameCube. So what the hell is
Hell
this thing?
yeah. So this is like a old Japanese samurai pinball game that you used a microphone for. Um, and I didn't realize how late in the life cycle that this thing actually came out because, like, I'm looking at Xbox 360 games on the same list. Um, and it's just kind of crazy to me now thinking about that because I remember seeing Odama in like Nintendo Power over and over again. And I think it was out in Japan for a while before it came to the
Was it
States.
delayed over here, or it just took a long? I mean, or was it
I don't
just
know. Actually, I'm looking at it. According to Wiki, it came out 3 days in after in Japan than it came here. Came out in Europe before it came to either of us. But yeah, it was very weird. It was basically like your pinball was like this big boulder that you were using to fight different samurai armies, and you would use the microphone. I'm not even totally sure how you use the microphone. It says here to direct soldiers out of the Odama's way, because the Odama is the ball itself.
Mhm.
Um, it seemed like such a crazy thing. I never actually ended up buying it because I want to say it was more expensive because it came with the microphone. And this was also like I said, at the end of the GameCube's lifespan at that point. Um, but it always just seemed like such a novel thing. The Metacritic score doesn't seem like it was reviewed particularly well either. 62 there. Nintendo Power gave it an 8.5 though, Dominic. So I was
Oh, damn.
I was pretty confident it was a good
that
game.
that was yeah. I was about to say that's pretty high compared to what the Metacritic is.
IGN,
God.
on the other hand, gave it a 6.5.
Oh,
GameSpot gave it a 6.6. Game Informer a 7. So yeah, you can kind of see where it landed. This is a prime game that they should put on the online service. It's kind of niche. They have a microphone built into the system now, so you could just do that stuff. I really hope they get around to putting that
oh,
on
that's
there
right.
just so
You
I
get
can
the
fiddle around
microphone.
with
It
it.
was a bonus mic included. Yeah, it says right here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, and it was like a full like stick mic too. It was pretty ridiculous.
that's cool. All right. So what else we got here? We got Tomb Raider Legend came out for the PS2, Xbox 360, and Windows. And yeah, you definitely would put this up here because I sure would have went past it. So tell me about this Tomb Raider Legend, Daniel. Why it's worth
This was
me
the
mentioning?
first great Tomb Raider game, Dominic.
Oh,
Yeah,
because
effectively this was
controls were
like
good. The controls were good.
yes.
It didn't
Yes,
have.
this is where they go back and kind of revisit Tomb Raider 1, but it's also kind of a new story too. But the graphics are solid for, an Xbox 360 game that was coming off of, the older systems too. That's where I ended up playing it. I think it did look what felt like significantly better, but pretty good. Now, if you look back at it, it's pretty rough. Um, but yeah, we've moved into modern controls here. We're no longer fiddling with tank controls, and it felt smooth, and the puzzles were really well done. This is this is going into the generation where we're gonna start seeing, like Uncharted and stuff, right? And it's not that. We don't get that until we get like the reboot of Tomb Raider. But this is definitely a refinement of what Tomb Raider originally was. And I think probably the best version of that between this and Tomb Raider Underworld, I think that is where the story of Lara Croft before we get into those reboots is at its peak, honestly. Like those two games are the best Tomb Raider games before you get into the more Uncharted, more modern series that we're dealing with now.
um, I just never went to it. I don't know why. I never gave it a chance. Maybe knowing that you liked it, I knew it couldn't have been that good. I just said, yeah, I ain't gonna touch this. But that's I was joking. But no, I think because of previous Tomb Raiders, and I didn't bother. I didn't give a damn that they said like, oh, yeah, this is like better controls or something like that. And I was like, whatever, man. I remember the Angel of Darkness shit y'all talked about, so I was like, nope, I'm not, I'm not falling for this. So I just didn't care. It
Yeah.
was until they really did the Square Enix one, like they when they on the Square Enix when they finally did that one was the one when I really just came back to the series. I mean, now I kind of want to go back just to try these out and just like look at them. It's like, hey, let's see how these things were
Yeah, I think I
from.
recently checked and I do have, I think this and Underworld both on the PC because occasionally they'll pop up for super cheap. And I go, did I
Yeah.
get this already? No, I didn't. Okay.
All right. So what else? Well, no more games, but there is some news. Xbox acquired Lionhead Studios, the guys behind Fable. They officially become part of Microsoft, and I have no idea what they're doing now. Honestly, they've probably just been absorbed in some
I think
one
they
of their
killed
companies or
them.
something. Oh yeah, that's
Because
right.
Peter
They did kill
Molyneux
him.
has
Yeah,
his
I remember
own
now.
thing now.
Yeah, yeah. I think they did officially kill him. I think. Yeah, I see it on Wiki. So yeah. Um. Well. But they made. I mean, they acquired them before they did Fable 2. Fable 2 was good. Fable 3, I think, was definitely not as high as Fable 2, and I guess that was it because then they did a Connect game, I think.
Yeah. The
Um,
non on
and
rails Fable game.
and yeah, I don't know what else they done after that. I don't know if did they work on the remastered of Fable or that was somebody else.
I think that was somebody else.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's it for 2006. Now we go back 20 years, 1996, and no game, but it's like bit of news. Eidos acquires Century Gold, which Century Gold had core designs, which is Lara Croft. So this is how Eidos got Lara Croft. Um, and they really that was the game that really saved Eidos from what I read about.
Yeah.
That really saved them, and then for they could be bought by Square Enix, and then and then Square Enix got rid of them because they weren't making enough money for them because the games cost too much that they were making, even though they were good, but they cost too much for them. And then we're going back 40 years, 1986. And Atlas was founded in 1986. Atlas is known. Well, I remember early days Atlas was always known for like bringing over Japanese games that
Mhm.
like they couldn't find a publisher, so Atlas was the ones that did it, and they would publish it for over here. And like there'd be like niche Japanese games, but some of them would be good. And now they've been bought by Sega, right? They're on the Sega, and now we're seeing a lot of those games that you would consider niche because Persona was like somewhat niche, and
Oh, yeah.
there's some other games too. I just can't think of the top of my head, but a lot of these games are coming over now. And thing is, Atlas was one of those companies that helped do that. There's some other companies too. I forgot the other name because they did the Lunar series until they got bought by somebody else. Um, oh, also we have one for 50 years ago. 50 years ago, 1976, Apple was founded. And yeah, I think they
They don't
had
make
like
video
it
games,
was
Dominic. Get out of here.
Apple, I think they had like they're one of the museums or something had they had a special like a museum or something somewhere, I don't know. But like they were showing off all the tech they have done over the years and stuff. I mean, it's pretty cool. Like when I think of Apple, I always think of well, I because I'm like older, so I remember those old looking computers. I remember them in schools, and I remember also what was like Giant or supermarket be like, hey, if you buy something at Giant or something like it goes to your school for you get an Apple computer at your school or some shit like that. I remember
Mm,
something
mhm.
like that happened. And then of course like in the later years with Apple, it was those damn monitor computer things with those different colors. You know,
Yeah,
like the
the
background,
IMAX.
like the back of them. That's yeah, I always got those on my head, like those things. It was like, oh, I always think like, hey, that looks like something nice, like cool, like home computer thing. But I was like, but I can't do none of the stuff I want to do up there. I can't do. I was like some of my games where they don't even get play up there. I said, and like yeah, I was like stop. I said, um, but yeah, I mean, hey, everybody knows Apple is one of the biggest companies in the world, and there you go. Um, yeah, so that's it for as far as the like what news and game releases are. So now we're going to magazine covers. So we're going back 10 years ago to look at Edge magazine and what they had on the cover, Dark Souls 3
Yeah.
exclusive. How uh, Hidetaka Miyazaki rekindled the flame. So how do people like Dark Souls 3, right?
I can never remember, Dominic. I can
Yeah, I
never
don't know.
remember if it's 2 that they
People
don't
played
like or
it.
3 that they
Pe-
don't like. I think
people played this
generally
game.
everybody likes all of them to some extent now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're not big Dark Souls guys, so it's all the same to me. So but yeah. This is the third one of the series coming up, so it was a big deal, of course, because it's Dark Souls, and yeah, people love that game. Uh, Also reviewed Street Fighter Five, Far Cry Primal, Unravel, The Flame in. What is it? The Flame in the Flood, or that's that the one
Yeah, the
title, and
flame in the
Dying
flood.
Light.
Yep.
What was that one? Oh yeah, no, I know what that game is. I told you. Dying Light and the following. Flame in the Flood is. I mean, I can see the well, not cover, but like whatever,
Mhm.
whatever you would
Yeah.
call digitally, like of the game.
It had that
Um,
very specific art style to it. Yeah.
yeah. Paragon, Quantum Break, and Knights and Bikes. Now, Knights and Bikes, I don't know what the hell that is.
I vaguely remember that. I want to say it was like jousting, but on bikes.
Paragon, I totally forgot about this game.
Is
I
Paragon the other or not
was
MMO,
about to
but the
say it's
other
like
like
gone now, right? It's like the
yeah, that was
yeah.
Epic's version of what's that
Yes,
game called? Yeah.
it's an MMO. Yeah, it's a MOBA. Like I'm not saying that, not
MOBA.
MMO,
Yeah, yeah,
MOBA.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, um, yeah,
Dota.
and
Dota like.
yeah, that's right. Still, yeah,
Or League of Legend like.
that's okay. They got
Yeah.
Fortnite. They ain't
Didn't
know about
somebody
Fortnite
else
yet.
like buy that and then they were brought it back, but God only knows what happened to that. It just seemed
I'm
like
not
the
sure
most generic version of that.
because this is Epic on the Google thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Paragon. All right. Darren, yeah, Paragon was the they were basically like the game I liked. What was it? Um Overwatch.
Battleborn?
Yeah, yeah. They were just yeah, but look, it's a boring looking one. Like
Yeah.
I mean it looks like the
That's
other
the
both
thing. Like there was no character to
yeah,
him. It was basically like, let me get assets from the Epic store, or not the Epic store, the Epic engine, the
that's what
Unreal
to say.
Engine store.
Because that guy looks like he could be in Unreal Tournament or some shit.
Yep.
But
He could be in any game ever. He is just
I was like,
generic
yo, when you got like
League of Legends.
League of Legends, yeah, we got League of Legends with like all those characters and like how they were. It's like, dude, you gotta do something. Like you can't you can't just be generic.
Yeah.
All right. So what else we got here? We got Game Informer and we got Gears 4 on the front, and which we will never get a sequel to. We're never gonna know what
Doesn't
happened
seem like it.
after this.
Not in our lifetime.
I'm never gonna know like you got those two guys, they could die in the game, and you don't know what that how that game is gonna be. It's like, hey, if you don't play with Jax or I forgot what the other guy's name is. Because I always keep thinking Jax is the black dude, but that's actually the white dude, and so I just
Yeah.
forget his name. But I know her name is Kate.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this sucks because we're waiting for a prequel right now, and it's like I guess because people didn't like these characters and whatever, and now I said 4, 5. My fault. Um, this is 4, so like this is the start of the other Gears series, but still, we're not going to finish
We're not getting a
the
sequel to this one
fourth
either,
trilogy.
Dominic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, this is 4, but it's like but
Yeah.
I was thinking about 5 really.
5 doesn't exist to me, Dominic, because I never played it.
But yeah, like I kind of wish they never did start then. Like I kind of never
Yeah.
did start this continuation because of like
Think about it, Dominic. They're
how
going back to the
CC
Pendulum Wars. We're never gonna play a game with a chainsaw gun ever again.
but wait a minute. So they're going back to the end of the Pendulum Wars, aren't they? Because I still see Locust. The Pendulum Wars was just against humans.
Is it? Is there Locust
I
in that one?
could have sworn I saw Locust because it's called E
Oh, it's
Day.
Emergence Day. Yeah, so it's the
Yeah.
first of Emergence Day, but that's still pre chainsaw gun,
Wait,
isn't it?
no, no. Is it pre-chainsaw gun? I don't know. Maybe. Well, the locusts have it, right? Don't they have the chainsaw gun? Or
I don't know.
I don't know where the chainsaw gun came from.
Did
I
the
don't know.
Locusts invent the chainsaw gun? Oh no, are we using terrorist weapons, Dominic?
Since that's what I'm thinking, I don't think it's a locust. I think I want to say. Actually, I don't even know. I don't fucking know. I mean, we see them use the weapons, but I don't know who created them.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's so weird. Like, I mean, not weird. I mean, it's like I kind of yeah. I wish that they didn't do this like series. That they didn't even start again because first of all, them calling them the swarm and then realize say, oh no, the swarm is just locusts. There's like,
Yeah.
what the hell, man? I was like, dude, y'all can just do a new game. Like, just do a new game. Like, it was really you could like if you were going to do a continuation of Gears, it can't be about. It would have to be something else. Like, I don't know what you do. I guess you got to fight humans again because like I don't. It ended. You beat the locusts. It's kind of it makes it anticlimactic because it makes it like, oh no, they're
Yeah.
back again
Yep.
after you just went through this stuff already. Yeah, and that's sad. Like you ruin a story because you want to continue this series because it's easy to do that because people know it and love it. That to me, that's what it should have did then. What they did now, what they're doing now with the prequel, that's what should have been the game that came out 10 years ago. Should have been that should have been the fourth Gears game, mainline game anyway. Should have been E-Day. Because you don't, yeah, it's kind of just ruined. But now, but they were giving us answers to a lot of things, of how things were done and created. And now that I've got invested in it again, y'all don't even finish it. And yeah, and most like I think it never will. I think it's something I have to read in the comic book about like what would happen in Gears 6. All right. What else we got here? We got oh, that's it for 2016. So now we go back 20 years. We got OPM magazine, the official PlayStation magazine. And we got the Darkness on the front.
Yeah.
Darkness was a game. I like that game. I really like that game. I beat that game a few times on the 360.
Mm.
Like it was the guys who worked on Reddit Riddick.
Riddick, yeah.
Chronicles Riddick game. So yeah, and it definitely like playing that game, I can see it. Like I can tell from how it plays. Like, oh yeah, this is definitely that game. Um, yeah, you play as a mobster basically. Like you're a young mobster game, but something happens to you. I think you get close to death or something, shot or whatever, and then demon comes and kind of like infests you or whatever, and you got these demon powers now. So like it's like a shooter with demon powers. It is pretty cool. I mean, I think it's supposed to be based off a comic book. But I never read it. But you it's like going through like regular mob stuff, and then all of a sudden demons come out, and I like how the mob reacts because it's like, what the hell is this? They say, what the hell is that
Yeah.
thing on you? And yeah, man, and the graphics were good when it came out. Like the graphics were really good, man. It was yeah, I really enjoyed it because I like how the Chronicle Riddick guys when they're in their games how it's like not just I mean it's a shooter but it's like one of those evolved like world games like you can speak and interact with people and talk and stuff like that and do things in between the fights like you
Right.
mean
Yeah.
like one time like you was in the apartment with your girlfriend and doing things stuff like that and like even like walking through like it's like when you're not fighting you can just talk to people and stuff yeah, I used to like how they kind of built the world around, and it's like, oh, okay, it's cool, and like graphically, well, at the time, it's kind of like a big deal, like how you can interact with things around you, like simple things, like what we now take for granted, because it's like I can notice in games when it's like, oh, I can't like shoot this, move this item that looks like it's gonna be moved, but it's like, nope, you can't interact with it. That's kind of weird. It's like, oh man, I'm so used to these games that do it that now things that like I wouldn't find weird like before this game is I do now. Like well Fallout definitely ruined it because they you interact with everything in like Fallout and and well the Elder in the Elder Scrolls games. they kind of ruined that kind of road stuff too. Because like when I'm playing like Outer Worlds, and that's the thing that like one of the key differences between that and the Bethesda games is that you can't interact with everything, and it's like like you can't like shooting things like shooting items and stuff like it's just there and it just
Yeah.
goes through it and it's like um which is like it's not really a real problem, but it's just that man it's like because your game looks so similar in so many ways. But back to Darkness, but yeah, Darkness, one of those games, and I think it got rated like I think it's I remember seeing eights and maybe sevens and stuff. I don't if somebody gave it a nine, I don't remember ever seeing like a
Yeah.
nine or nine. But yeah, I mean, I really liked it. What do we got here? Game Informer, and we got God of War 2 on the front. I had this magazine. Yep, God of
Yeah.
War 2. This was huge. I mean, sequel to one of the best action games. What I thought was the best action game at the time. Like I couldn't wait for this game. God of War 2, Kratos returns to the PlayStation 2. And yeah, I mean, yeah, because I played this before I got 360. I got the new consoles, so I was still on PlayStation. So I was like, yeah, they still got games coming out. I was like, I got to move. Man, God of War 2 is up here. It's like it's one of the best action games. So, and it's probably better than a lot of the games that's on the newer consoles. So, yeah, so I was it like in a rush to move, and yeah, God of War 2 is to me between the trilogy is the best one. It was long, like compared to the first. I mean, the first one was long, was long enough, but God of War 2 it felt longer. Yeah, and I was like, man, I mean, it was still good. But now, like thinking back, it's like, yeah, it didn't have to go that long, but I don't know what you added out. I have to play that again because I haven't played it in so long.
Yeah.
Because I didn't beat this as much as I did one. One I played multiple times. Two, I played twice. Like that's the most I ever played was it two times. I because like I played again when three came out. But yeah, God of War 2. This is when like I was kind of like I wasn't so much on Kratos' side because I was like, man, you're getting angry, like you're getting too angry. Like I don't get your anger right here now
This is irrational.
because yeah, I was like, yeah, I didn't understand it. I mean, now it's kind of explained now, but it's just that at the time, it's like you because he didn't know that Zeus did a lot of shit. So for him to be mad at the gods and stuff was like it didn't make sense. Like if there's something like he knew what happened, because Zeus was telling him to rein it in, like to not do stuff, but he just did what he wanted to do. Because he was still mad about his family because he couldn't get his he thought he was gonna get his family back. And it's like
Yeah.
nobody it's like come on, Kratos, man. I mean, even back then, who gets their family back? It's like who gets to get to live the good life of like getting people to come back alive? Nobody does. Like nobody does. Or if they do come back to life, if something bad happens, like they something wrong with them. But I was like, yeah. Um, but yeah, that was but the game is still great. Justice League Heroes is up here. That was the like Marvel Alliance with the DC version of that. And
Mhm.
it wasn't as good as Marvel. Well, at the time it was X-Men. Um X-Men 2. Um the second what was that one called? What was it called? What was that called? The X-Men version, like before Marvel Alliance, that type of game.
Mm.
I forgot what it was
All I
called.
can remember
But
is the X-Men Destiny, and I know it's not that one.
yeah, no, it's not. But it's basically yeah, the game that the second X-Men
X-Men
game.
Legends?
Yeah, Legends, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So X-Men Legends 2 was out around the same time as this one. And this definitely did not compare to that. It was all right though. I remember he had both those games, like the Legends and this one, and
Mhm.
I liked it, but it just wasn't as good. What else we have here? Over 40 must read reviews inside. Blah 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 blah. Ghost Recon, Black, Tetris, yes or. I see Simon's right here. All right. What else we got here? We got game. Oh, well, I guess that's it for 2006. So now we're going to 1996, 30 years ago. Game Pro. We got Resident Evil on the front. I guess that's Chris Whitfield. I guess that's like his real life character being melded with his. Well, it's not even a video game guy. I don't know, but he looks weird.
Yeah, it's
And
pretty
yeah,
ugly
so
cover.
first look, Resident Evil, Evil invades the PlayStation. Yeah. Also, they got 40 stick previews, experts, Magic Carpet, and Crash Bandicoot. What is experts?
Oh no.
They're the off-brand X-Men. Uh,
Yeah, exactly.
oh, we got N64 games here: Super Mario 64, Pilot Wing 64, and Star Fox 64. Um, Also strategy blowout, Soul Edge, and Loaded. Is that Soul Calibur? Like that's the Soul Calibur series. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yes, this
right.
was
Because
before Soul Calibur.
yeah, I remember reading about that, but I never knew about Soul Edge though. Like I never really seen gameplay of it or anything.
Mhm.
50 reviews: Descent, Return, Fire, Clockwork Knight 2, and Street Fighter Alpha. And oh, look at here. Are 16-bit games dead? Almost. But then they make a comeback as indie
We're
games.
trying to kill him.
Um, Also, you got Star Wars up here, which is the N64 one, which is Empires. What's Shadow and Empire? Darkstalkers, Super Mario RPG, Battle Arena Toshuden 2,
Eh,
and Killer Instinct 2 down here. Um, all right, what else we have here? We got Game Fan. Okay, now Game Fan. The reason why this is up here is because this is a magazine I remember getting a long time ago when I was like fifth grade or something. I was in the gym. My grandma had got it for me. And I remember because I was looking at this magazine for like months because I didn't get magazines like that then. And so it'll be like a magazine that's months old. I'll be looking at it. And this is where I first saw Final Fantasy VII, not even realizing really what it's about or anything. Um, yeah, this is not Cloud out here, even though he has a big sword. This is some Guardian Heroes. I don't even know what the Guardian Hero, Sega's Treasure. I don't know what that is. Yeah, and I remember seeing like Alien. I know Alien Trilogy for the PlayStation in here. It was I'm trying to think. It was Sonic, the Sonic fighting game. That was the first time I ever seen that in this magazine. Also, like, because that's when I was kind of a little excited for Saturn because Saturn didn't have no Sonic games. Like I think I don't know what was the first Sonic game to come on Saturn. But yeah, so I remember seeing that, and then N64 there was an advertisement of it, and like I was excited for that, and there was a Sonic, and then they had like an anime section, which I didn't know what anime was. I thought it was a game. I mean, it was a game like a Sonic game, but it was actually a Sonic anime, and I was thinking that that was what the games were going to look like on Sega Saturn, and so I was like, Sonic's going to look like a cartoon, which yeah, it turns out it that wasn't it, and also we didn't get like a real Sonic game until Dreamcast, I guess, man. But yeah, this is like a childhood magazine. I just remember looking at up here. This is like my gateway to like the new generation because I was still Sega Genesis then. All right, so that's it. So we'll take a quick break. When we get back, we get to the gaming news,
All right.
and we're back. So let's get to the gaming news. What we got, Dan?
All right, Dominic, first up, new game announcement Metro 2039 has been revealed with a trailer that was like 7 minutes long. And then they did kind of a developer talking head section. Did you see this? I know
Yes, I watched it. I watched it this
you're
morning.
our Metro expert here. What'd you
Yeah.
think?
Um, I mean, it was an all right trailer. I mean, it's just a movie trailer though. Like,
Yeah, it
yeah,
doesn't show
it's
you
like a
much in the
yeah.
way of gameplay or
I mean,
anything.
at the end, they make it look like gameplay. Maybe that is. I
Yeah.
have no idea. But it's very short, and it's very
Yeah,
short too. So
very. It's like
yeah.
5 second clip.
So but it might not even be gameplay. But it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
that I was a little disappointed because I want to see gameplay. I mean, I
Mhm.
mean, I like the announcement, but just for as long as that thing was, I was thinking I was going to see gameplay.
Definitely agreed on that. Yeah. I was like, there's
Eh,
no way they're doing just like a movie style trailer for 15 minutes, the entire run length of the thing. And
Yeah,
then I got
that's
through the first part and I was like, oh, okay, they're doing like a developer thing. I was like, oh, I can skip this kind of, and then I get like, oh, there's more gameplay esque looking stuff here. So like, yeah.
yeah, a little disappointing in that, but I mean, overall, yeah, it's good. Thing is, I remember 1 and 2.
Mhm.
I mean, they don't call it 1 and 2. I mean, it's called I forget, like Last Light or something for the second one.
Yeah. Metro Last Light is the second one. Yeah.
But 3, I don't remember, and I beat it, but I don't remember.
There was a
And all
three.
those games,
I forgot about it
um,
completely. Yeah.
oh yeah, 3 was on the that was one
Metro
that was
3.
like Xbox One, PS4,
Yeah.
and
Exodus, that's what it was. Yeah, okay. Yeah, now I remember it.
yeah, because you're above ground and like you're
Uh-huh.
kind of yeah, you're above ground a lot in this one. I mean, in that one. Now this game, I don't know when Exodus, what year it is, because I'm like, is this a sequel to Exodus or this is before Exodus? Because I don't remember
Yeah.
what year Exodus was supposed to be. So yeah, I don't know. I and plus like the story. I mean, the story. I mean, I followed it while I was playing, but it's not. It never truly stayed with me. What truly stayed with me was that I always had the bad ending because I would always kill people. I mean, it was a shooter,
Yeah,
and so I just thought, even though you didn't get, yeah, now yes, you get limited amount of ammo and stuff, but I thought that was just part of the story because of
right.
just the whole post-apocalyptic thing. But the people, I think it's somebody said because I looked up, I finally did look up because I didn't bother before. I thought it was like you couldn't kill nobody, but it's like no, you can kill people. It's just people who were like they were attacking you, but you just had to knock them out, or just like do stealthily go past them. But I'm like, yo, if they attack me, I'm gonna shoot them. I mean, I don't care if something's wrong with them. I mean,
Self-defense argument, come on, what does
yeah,
it
I'm like,
matter?
I mean, that's sad, but in reality, in real life, it's like I'm gonna have to shoot them. But yeah, but like somebody said, is that in the first game, that is the true ending, is the bad ending. That's I guess based on the books,
Mhm.
maybe. Now I don't know how the second and third one is.
Or
Like I
how it
don't know.
goes into the second game maybe, like, canonically?
Yeah, well, no. See, that's the thing. I
No.
think I guess because I think the
Yeah,
second
because
game
I feel
maybe
like I
that's not.
remember one of the games you telling me like, "Oh, I did all this stuff, and then I didn't understand why when I started the next game, it was doing this
Yeah, I
stuff."
was alive because I didn't know there was multiple
Yeah.
endings. I didn't know it was multiple endings. So, but when I was looking on Reddit, it was that was the true ending. Maybe if that is the true ending, then I'm guessing that there was no book based on the second game because you
Mhm.
die. You die in the first game. So I don't know. So I don't know. Like based on the books, I have no idea. But thing is, I guess the idea is that you do survive. So the good ending is those endings that he did, and I think it sucked though because it's like, yo, it's like, come on, man. It's like I didn't even know that was a thing because I didn't know that was a thing. That's why I was very confused about like,
Yeah.
is that? I thought that was a totally different character you were playing as, but I was like, the name sounds because I didn't remember the name, and and plus, oh yeah, I actually played the second one first.
Ah,
So
jeez, okay.
playing this, so that was the thing. I played the second one first because that was free on PS3. Then I finally
Mm,
did play the first one, I think on PC, and that's when the character dies at the end. And that's when I think I looked up to see, like, wait a minute, because this sounds like the same name from the second game. If he dies, who the hell did I play as in the second game? They had the same name, and then I looked up and realized, oh, he's I have the bad ending. So because I killed somebody, I was like, I didn't kill nobody innocent, and then I
mhm.
guess some point in the game, there's people that I guess they could be helped if you just knock them out, and I guess in the story they could be helped. I don't know. I just felt like, ugh, whatever. So that's a yeah. That's what somebody says like yo, you don't have to worry about getting good. Just watch it on YouTube. Just watch it on YouTube, and there you go. Because but he says like it's not worth it. Like going back is I mean unless you like the game, unless you like the game that much,
Right.
you go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't like stealth, and like unless it's I don't like especially first person stealth. Man, I'm sorry. Like I if we want to do stuff, I need to be in third person. Like it's hard to because I can't see. Like I can't because
Yeah.
now I literally can't see, and I know that's kind of somewhat real. I mean, it's not fully real because it's still like I'm using a controller and everything. I guess if I was in VR, it will be, but it. I just don't like. Yeah, I don't like the idea of stealth in first person. I was never really good at that unless they make it bad. Like in like Call of Duty, like I learned it. Be like I hated those times in those missions when you had to like stay in the grass and stuff like that. But what made it easy is that I just kind of figured out where to go, even though it didn't make sense sometimes. Because sometimes I'd be like, "Yeah, that guy should see me," but whatever. That's just the game. Um, but yeah, all right. So, but Metro coming out. I mean, I'm not really excited. Honestly, I'm not excited for it
Hmm,
really because
okay.
because the third game it was I think it was a downer because like I said, I don't remember it.
Right.
Like I don't even remember, and I beat that game. Um, I mean, I thought it was okay, but it definitely wasn't like the one and two. And maybe with this one, actually, it's more of a callback to one and two because, like I said, in that game, you was kind of above ground a lot. In this game, it looks like you go back. I mean, you yeah, of course you go above ground because just like the other, I mean, other games you do go above ground sometimes, but it was like it wasn't as because you were in the third game, it looked like you were somewhere else because like it looked the air quality looked like it was better. But this one seems like it's more of a callback to what Metro was in the one and two, based
Right.
off the that video. All right, so what else we got, man?
All right, next up, Dominic. Here we go again. Prices increasing on hardware. This time, it is the originators, the first company to raise prices instead of lower prices as technology got up in the years. Facebook, Meta, they are raising the price of the MetaQuest 3 and the MetaQuest 3S devices. They're going to be raising the price of the 3 from $412 to $512. And then each of the S devices, the 128 gig and the 256, will be increasing $50. Um, man, Dominic, here, as if VR wasn't already struggling as a genre that people are interested in nowadays, I think this absolutely pushes away any interest that I would have had. I mean, part of the appeal of the Quest devices was that they had gotten so cheap and they had brought the price down to something that was more manageable for people to just kind of decide on a whim. Hey, I'm going to get this, especially, during the pandemic. Obviously, it got popular because you were stuck at home for a lot of people and you could just kind of explore the world through virtual reality. But yeah, I don't know where we go from here. Like, I get it. Their excuse was the global surge in the price of components, specifically memory chips, led to these increases. Um, but man, we as consumers always have to foot the bill for mistakes that we are not the the perpetrators of, right? Like, if you want to blame memory pricing, that is because somebody else is gobbling up all the memory that is being generated. Um, and how do we get the money out of those people and not us down
And
here
is that because of
on the
AI?
ground level?
Is that because of
Yeah.
AI or okay? So basically them too. because they doing
Yep.
AI stuff too.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
So
weird. Yes, it is that exact meme. Let's find the guy who's responsible for this. Yes. Man, I didn't even think about that be I hate them so much. Um,
yeah, it sucks because yeah, like you said, I mean, this stuff is niche still because you and then you closing up studios. Like, dude, I went on my Meta earlier this week. Like,
mhm.
it is like going to the Meta store. It's like I'm not. I mean, I'm seeing new stuff, but nothing like a lot, yo. Like some of the best selling stuff is stuff I've seen before. Put like this: a lot of the games I'm looking up there, I can play on my Quest 2. So that just tells you right there that the three like is nothing's really pushing people to just work on that system, exclusively. And then that exercise game that was real popular, that's like subscription based. They said that like, oh, we're gonna stop doing updates for that. Like they're not putting no new songs or nothing. And just like somebody says, like, why is it still subscription based?
Right.
And it's like, why is it just not we could just buy it then? Like instead of paying a subscription. Now some people are defending this and saying like, oh, it's still cheaper than going to the gym. And it's like that doesn't matter. I mean, because but it's not a subscription.
The
The whole
gym
thing,
has a physical building, the gym has
yo,
lots of equipment, like, what are
I
we
said,
talking
and then
about
somebody
here?
say if you still enjoying it, it's still doing everything it does. Why does it matter? Because you were paying for it anyway. Because they were updating it. It made sense for them to have a subscription because they were getting you were licensing the songs they were having. You were getting trainers to do new trainers and to do different things. Like that's the whole point of a subscription. Like they're continuing to make it better, you know. Like someone's like looking after it, like keeping the service going and making it better too. Now you're not doing that. So what's the subscription for?
Yeah.
And for people not understand that, people saying like it doesn't matter. I'm like, you're what is wrong with you? Like you're so
But
weird. It's like like
exactly, it
okay,
does.
you can say I was saying, listen, you can be like I can say to myself like I can afford it. I'll still pay for the monthly because I don't want to go to the gym, and that's fine. But you should also recognize that this is stupid. That this is wrong. But that's stupid. Not only stupid, that's stupid. Really, it's wrong. Like this is wrong. It shouldn't be subscription based anymore. Like for you not to even recognize that, that really makes me angry. Is that how do you not see that? Like, yes, you can afford to pay for it, but that's dumb. Like it's not like you just said. Like people say, oh, you go to the gym, you do the same things all the time. Like things, but like you said, it's like yo, but because they gotta, it's upkeep with that man. Like those exercise machines don't just last forever by themselves.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's
Oh,
like,
neither do our servers, Dominic, how dare you?
yeah, well, it doesn't need to be on the server anymore. That's the thing. This is not a
Yeah.
server. Yeah, it doesn't be on the server anymore. It needs to just be a game like you just buy. So that, yeah, man. And when I saw that, I was thinking like that was popular, and that was like Meta because Meta bought them. First, they weren't even part of Meta. Like they were just his own game, and then Meta bought them. And now that they're not, then I'm thinking like, what happened? And like, this is like your most popular exercise game. What, like, and now I'm thinking like, man, this something going wrong. Like, man, I heard that studio stuff are closing, but man, this is pretty bad. But then I'm seeing you raising prices for the three. Is like, what? I said, okay, I don't know what's going on. It's not like it's more popular, but yeah, they say the reason why because of the economy and stuff like that. But I'm like, no, that doesn't make sense. I'm sorry, it still don't make sense to me. Like electronics, I feel like no, you need to just if you feel like you're losing money or like you want to gain, you just got to lose out. You can afford to lose out. Just say like you're not making it anymore. Like, or I mean, like, or at least tell like it's kind of like okay, they raise the price. I almost feel like, and then eventually, like, is this going to get better? Are they going to still continue working on VR though? Is this is this still in the future or what? Like, I don't
Not
know.
if the Mark Zuckerberg AI bot decides not to.
So it's like somebody buys it for the raised price, and it's like you actually are they just really just buying a dying system? Really? Like you're
Absolutely,
not.
they are. Yes.
Yeah. See that, and that's another problem. That's the problem. It's like no, you don't raise the price. You just got to take the
Because
freaking
at this
loss.
point, I wonder if there is even a 4. Like, I'm not. It's not a guarantee to me that there's a 4 in development. Like, maybe there's a 4 in development, but whether it ever actually makes it to
Yeah,
release
actually
or not,
comes. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense, I
like,
guess now.
because the metaverse is gone, right? Like, we've moved on from the metaverse. We want to just create AI clones of ourselves now. Is that what we want to do,
Yeah,
according to them?
yeah, that's right. Yeah, is the metaverse? It doesn't seem like it's
Do I just
ready
live in Fortnite? Can I
or
get Fortnite VR? You got to jump on whatever trend is available to us, I guess, right? Man, it's rough, Dominic. It's more dystopian news, Dominic. There was a hacker group. I think their names are Shiny Hunters that got a hold of some some details out of Rockstar, and they basically threatened them with a ransom and said, "Hey, if you don't pay this, we're going to leak all this information." And they didn't pay, so they leaked the information, and it was like a lot of sales numbers and things of that nature. And man, Dominic, Grand Theft Auto Online sure makes a lot of money, and as a result of these leaks, I believe they maybe had the opposite effect of what this these hackers were trying to do. Rockstar's or what is it? Take Two is the parent company, I guess. Their stock price actually went up because it showed things like Rockstar, like them making effectively $1.3 million on average a day from Grand Theft Auto Online,
mm,
about $10 million a week. Um, yeah, it absolutely insane numbers. It also did give us some context for why the PC version of Grand Theft Auto 6 is not necessarily a priority for them. The player count for Grand Theft Auto Online and the money that came into Rockstar via that for PC was extremely low compared to all of the other consoles, even last generation PS4 and Xbox, were lower on the list than the PC version of those games. Um, so it's just absolutely insane. The amount of money they're making off of this, and based off some of the numbers, some people were dissecting like player count versus the amount of money that were spent, and it seemed like maybe like 5% of the players were the ones giving them all this money.
mhm.
So I guess your whales, if you will. I just Here's my question, Dominic. Do we see Grand Theft Auto Online, the next generation of that, on day one of Grand Theft Auto 6? Or do you think that Rockstar probably needs a little more time for it and also wants you to play the story? Because at the end of the day, they also do craft stories that they want people to play. I'm sure they haven't been working on this game all this time just to not have you be interested in all the billions of dollars that they've spent to get, very prestigious voice actors and animators and all that stuff to work on this. So do we see a single player launch and then somewhere later down the line, the Grand Theft Auto Online launch? Because obviously you can still play fives online for now. It's, obviously won't look as
Yeah,
good.
I mean,
Um,
I have no idea. I mean, I honestly don't know no idea. I mean, like
yeah,
I know that that's what they did. before.
Yeah.
Well, on the last two, they came out later, and it came out faster on 5 though. Like the online came out
Mm.
faster, which understandable. So I mean, it all depends what they are in development. And like I don't know what they are in development. I mean, I
Yeah.
would like them just to come out the same day. I mean, when people buy their game, they get the game that they want to play.
What if I told you that you gotta spend $15 more to get Grand Theft Auto Online?
Oh well, I mean, it don't matter for me. Because
Oh, yeah, obviously.
well, I'm probably not getting the game. Period. I mean, oh yeah, I do
You
have
think so?
PS5. I do.
I
I do
mean, you
have.
got a PS5,
I
yeah.
forgot. Well, yeah, I forgot. I
I
forgot.
forgot I had a PS5.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
but I mean, I don't know, yo. I mean, it doesn't. Well, online doesn't matter for me. But yeah, that'd be bad. That'd be bad for the people who play that you have to pay extra.
What's the state of PS, PlayStation game sharing? Because I mean, I will probably buy that game
What do you mean?
just be part of the conversation. Like, if I bought that game, you can play that game, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Because
Because I
I
can
mean,
play.
the
I can play
reality
online.
is
I can
like,
play online too. Like I can play online on those games too. Like
oh, nice. Okay.
with my profile.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. I can't keep them straight anymore. Um, yeah, I feel like it is going to be such a vacuum around that game that, like, I know we're not like huge metric hounds, and it's like obviously not, we're playing the latest greatest game all the time. But I feel like we have to be part of that conversation around that game. And maybe that's a silly thing to think. And I mean, obviously, I want to play the game too. I'm interested in
Yeah,
what
yeah. I was about
story
to
they're
say.
going to
I do. I
tell.
know. I do want to play the game.
Um,
Um.
because I think it's going to be an especially interesting game. I want to see how that story hits because those games have always been an exaggeration of our universe, right? And we are at a point in time right now where an exaggeration of what we're dealing with, I feel like borders on unrealistic and therefore like maybe not as funny because it just doesn't it's like, oh, well, this is absurd. Um or like past absurd, I guess, really.
Yeah.
So I wonder if their quote unquote poignant you know critique of society is as pointed as maybe previous versions of those games were.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited for the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, but like online, yeah. For me, it's not a big deal. But so I can't really. So like, yeah. So things like that. It's like I don't expect to go online anyway because I didn't enjoy. I didn't really enjoy it. I mean, I enjoyed playing with my friends on that stuff. It was all right. And like, if you have a group of
Mm.
people that that you could do those mission stuff with, that yeah, it's fun. That's the thing is that it was required. So I have to wait to join people, and then with the randos, it's like people. If somebody drops out, you can't do the mission because you need to have those people. So it's like to rely on randos is it's kind of hard. I mean, I'm glad they give you the option though. I do glad they give you the option, but thing is, these missions are very like complicated. Like, I mean, because like it's a lot of stuff that you mean because it's a lot of things people have to do, and like just for somebody to drop out and then the mission gets canceled, it's like, come on, man, you gotta. Let's say y'all can't make an AI character, so I don't care if it makes it easier. I just won't get it. It's like just don't give us a bigger payout. This will give us a bigger the bigger payout on the like the heist or whatever. Because I still want to play. It's like I still want to play the mission, but I don't want to just have to start over again because somebody had to quit. I mean, because that's going to happen. And I mean, I know it's going to be one of those things like, hey, you just got to have a party of 4 or 5 or whatever, how many people got to be on the mission. I was like, dude, I mean, it's kind of hard to do that now.
Yeah.
As you get older, it's kind of hard to get that many people to play online.
Mhm.
And which is funny because this is a game that's supposed to be for adults. No kids should be playing this game, honestly, right? Because it's 17 and over. So the only people that should be playing, like who have more time on their hands are like just out of high school, like just seniors in high school and like college kids. like those are only that should be your supposed to be your only people playing this game. It should be nobody younger than that to play this game. So and for you to make it to have all these friends and stuff and have time is like, yeah, it's only that group should be able to do it. Like other adults, though, it's hard. That's why it's like I hope maybe in this one they make it so that hey, we actually got it so there will be computer players you can play with or whatever up there, which I doubt. But I can hope. But that's why I don't care. Like that's like yeah, for Grand Theft Auto, I'm good with just the single player, the story.
Yeah. Which there
If
should
they do
be,
something,
a significant amount of.
and which if they make it so that it can be co-op in the story, whatever, that'll be awesome. I will love
Yeah,
that.
that'd be cool.
But if they don't, then oh well.
Don't build it completely around that though, and
Oh
lock in.
no, yeah, I just hope it like yeah, they can just come and join if they want to. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be part of the story. It could be just like because yeah, I know it's like those two characters, but I don't know how they do this story. I don't know. It's like something that they're always together.
Mhm.
So I don't know how that works.
All right. Last one I got here, Dominic. There's an internal memo from a new Xbox boss, Asha Sharma, basically saying that Game Pass has become too expensive for players. What do you think, Dominic? Too expensive, Game Pass? Yeah.
Yes, it is. Um,
As it turns out, weird. Um, Now, my issue is it sounds like the discussions going on within that company, which this like leaked memo. Yeah, I wonder how that happened. This is obviously like trying to get gamers on her side. Like she sees our problems. Yay. Um, I don't think any of the things that I've seen are just hey, we should lower the price. It's hey, maybe we should have a version of Game Pass that is exclusive to first party games for Microsoft.
yeah,
Oh,
saw that.
maybe Call of Duty is going to be removed from Game Pass. Oh, maybe we'll do a deal with Netflix. Well, we'll bundle the two things together, which like maybe that could save me some money depending on how that works out.
Yeah,
My problem
here's the
is like
thing.
I always
Yeah,
find myself locking myself into a year of this stuff because it's cheaper that way, and then once these deals come along, like, oh, well, now I have like 6 months of this service still, but I have 2 months of this service. So when this service comes up, I can't renew it at the same time. Otherwise, I'm like losing money on the other. So none of it shakes out. And I feel like part of that is that's exactly what they're trying to do, you know?
mm, yeah. Exactly. Like I never took it like they was going to drop the price. I was like, man,
Yeah.
people are raising the prices for anything now. I don't see nothing
Yes.
ever dropping in price like nothing like this. Like it's yeah that's kind of like wishful thinking, and I don't know, kind of ignoring all that stuff like them talking until something comes real. Like
Mhm.
that's where I'm at right now. Like unless it's something real and like them saying like, hey, this is what this is. I don't listen to none of that stuff. Like I just let the people like them talk, and I'm gonna wait till they make an announcement because
Yeah.
I I don't know. Like I mean, what I want ain't gonna happen. So and like I'm just waiting to see what they do. If they do anything to like help fix what's going on with Xbox, like I don't like what I want to help fix. Like I know they like I said, one of them is like dropping the price back down. on the consoles.
Yeah.
But that's not going to happen, and his Game Pass is not going to drop in price. So I don't. I mean, I do want them to put more games out because since they went up in price, it's like, hey, give me all the Activision games, give me all
Mhm.
the, give me everything. God damn it! like everything you have, you own, like you own, that's yours. Give it to me.
Give me what you owe me.
That's all. Yeah, that's all I'm really waiting for.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I would love for it to go down. I don't even need it to go back to the original price it was. Now, I also I don't want more tiers. That just complicates things, and
That
I don't want that. I don't need a tier that's just gonna be first party games. You are not releasing enough first party games
no,
that I want to play. In fact, the third party games are what has been keeping me on Game Pass because they're usually the things that I'm not as convinced I'm interested in buying, but would like to try out. A first party game for me typically is either I will buy that or I won't buy that type thing. Either I know it's for me and I'm pretty sure I want to play it, or I know it's not for me at all and I don't care. Um, it's really in the kind of middle size games because like the indie games, the ones that are under $10, like I'll just go ahead and buy those. If there's a big enough talk around them, like I'm willing to commit less than $10 to a game without really thinking about it too much. Um, so yeah, it really is kind of the perfect discovery tool for me, which is why it's so frustrating when it gets more expensive. Like I don't want to give them this idea, Dominic, because demos used to be free. But like if there was a service that I could pay for that was like relatively cheap and just let me play a game for, an hour or something like that,
oh, like
right?
what PlayStation does with like the 2 hour.
Yeah, like the game
Yeah,
trials, but I had to
yeah.
subscribe to it, but I had a whole, plethora of games that I could choose
But
from
I mean,
to
you
play.
do have to have a subscription to do that for the PlayStation.
Yeah, which is yeah. So maybe they're ahead of me on this.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I want a sampler. I want an amuse bouche of video games, and I don't necessarily need access to the full thing if I'm not gonna like it or love it. I don't know. I'm just thinking, cheaper versions of this. But yeah, I at the end of the day, and none of this matters until they take some action. It really feels just kind of like manipulation until then, because it's
I mean,
like,
that's what I'm
hey,
thinking. That's
let's
why
throw it out there.
I
Let's
wasn't
see
really
what
giving.
the audience thinks,
Yeah, I wasn't giving none of
and
this.
then
I'm
we'll
not even
take
giving
some
anything to
action
say
based on
critics.
that.
I'm
Yeah.
just waiting for something that's real, like what they say, like what's happening. Like
Yeah.
I don't know because of everything that's happening. It's like I just don't like whatever like them saying like stuff like this is like I don't care, man. I say, yo, what
Mhm.
you want? What are you going to do? Like you already know what we want. You're like, what are you going to do though?
They're saying that's too expensive for gamers, and then a month from now, they're gonna announce another price increase of like $5 a month or something like that. Like that in this reality would not shock me anymore, unfortunately. Um, yeah. So I just don't know, Dominic.
But as far as like just what they have now, like I said, they need to put more out there. I mean, but with that tier you were talking about, I mean,
Yeah.
not yeah, like now, not everybody has played every Xbox game, so they're gonna have
Yeah,
older
absolutely not.
games. I'm assuming they're gonna have older games up there too, like for
Yeah,
the
the
first party
intention was
tier.
also there would be older, backwards compatible
Now,
games.
somebody said that it's not gonna be all the newer games. I don't know where they got it from because I didn't read it the stuff. So they said there wasn't Forza Horizon 6 up there. that's
Interesting.
not included with that tier. That'll be included in that tier. And I'm thinking like, why wouldn't it be? And then it's like,
I
yeah,
mean,
well, then that's
that's
off.
effectively what the other tiers are already though, right? Like that's what
Yeah,
they've got now where it's like, okay, we don't you'll get the games eventually, but it's going to be, 6 months to a year or something like that.
yeah.
Um yeah,
So and
I
I guess if it's that, then that's fine. I mean, whatever, because it's cheaper. It should be cheaper. So I was like, okay, fine. As long as you get them, like it's like I won't. Oh yeah, I won't get it first come out. Fine, but
yeah.
I'll eventually get it. Um, but yeah, I know like people are saying like, hey man, this is what they're saying. Well, some people are saying like, hey, isn't this what the problem was? Because like giving away first party games and is what making y'all lose money. And see, I don't know, and like that's not my problem. If it is their
The
problem,
problem is they're not
then
giving them away. We're paying them for them every
yeah,
month, whether they release them or not. So like
exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I was like, wait a minute, they're.
they
I mean,
basically
unless
taken the insurance scheme, Dominic, and that's what this
yeah,
is I pay you every month for a healthy a video game adventure, and I don't take advantage of that. And then occasionally you release or I have an accident, and then you have to pay me out, or you have to release a AAA game, and then I benefit, I guess, quote unquote benefit.
I
Like
mean, the
that's
only thing is that if you tell me you're not getting enough subscriptions to cover whatever,
yeah.
like that mean that, and then hey, that's
Which
you got to
that
make
means your
incentive for
business
that.
model is
Yeah,
flawed.
yeah. Like I have nothing to do with that. Like, I mean, okay, but hey, you put it out there, so that's what this is what I'm gonna want. Like, if I'm gonna pay monthly for a service, yes, and you were giving me these games, I'm gonna want, I'm gonna want like you to continue that. I'm not gonna want
Yeah, you
less.
set my expectations,
Yeah,
which
exactly.
doesn't mean you can't change that business model, whether it be, completely get rid of Game Pass or increase the price or what have you. But it also doesn't mean I can't get mad about it.
Yeah,
You set the
and
expectations. Now I am, angry that that you have changed the terms of our agreement, and here we are. And if that means I'm not going to buy an Xbox console or I'm not going to buy Xbox games anymore, then that's the results of your
yeah,
decisions.
exactly. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that it's just that. Yeah, if that was that, like you said, if that was the business model that they did and it didn't work out, yeah, then go ahead and yeah, if you gotta get rid of it. But yeah, like I said, but I'll be angry and I'm
Yep.
gonna be like, cause because you
And I
put it
will
out there.
continue to opine for the days of
Yeah,
Game Pass back when I used to get
yeah,
Gears of War 5 on
and
day
like I just
one.
find it funny how people like, well, I mean, kind of defend, but it's like, yo, it's not your company. It's like, hey, if they were losing money, that's on. They should have known that. They should have known that. They
Did
should have
they not
seen
do
that
the
it wasn't
research
gonna
ahead
work.
of time?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm like,
In my
that's
head, if I'm running this company, I have a break
like
even number. Like,
people asking like,
how
how do
many
you keep
subscriptions do I need in order to cover all the games that I'm putting on this
I forget
service?
who said it. I want to say it was Dustin, but it's like, yeah, I don't see how this like a certain business model can last, but that's not my problem.
Right.
That's their problem.
Exactly.
If they put it out there, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I know I'm not here to figure out shit. That's them. Like, why would I need to figure it out? I'm just gonna. All I need to know is like if I'm gonna pay for it or not.
Yep.
And yeah, y'all came out and said y'all getting first party games and everything like that. I mean, I thought when y'all got Activision, I was gonna get these Activision games, and it seemed like y'all just like, man, slowly putting out games from Activision, like old games, and it's like
Yeah.
ridiculous. And it's like, man, this is not. And then you want to raise the price. I'm like, wait a minute, you raise the price, but you're not. Where's all those Activision games? You just bought Activision. Where's all those games at then? It's like, hey, I understand you pay for Activision, that costs money, but put the games out then. And make it worth it. Make it worth it.
Hmm. Exactly. All right, Dominic. Anything else from these past couple of weeks that you saw news wise?
news wise, I feel like we covered. I feel like there was something. I mean, I think we covered it, but maybe that's what it was. Um, there was something that happened. Let me go here, get informer, and see what's going on.
They did have that Triple I initiative show. I haven't actually seen any of that. Did
I
you
mean,
watch that at all?
I watched some of it. It's there was a
Anything
lot of
stick out
games,
to you?
but I mean, I just can't remember it all, man. Like it.
Yeah.
Hey, those games will come out eventually. Oh, but there was one guy because I do remember from because I watched the Kyle Bozeman thing. He was talking
Oh,
about it,
yeah, yeah. The
and
one where
that
he's
one
like,
guy,
"I'm making a horror game that I want
yeah,
only the top streamers to play
humorous to
because I
play.
wanna make
Yeah,
money."
exactly. So yeah, at least he's
Yeah,
being
that guy's
honest.
funny.
Like, oh yeah, and it seemed like I was telling you, French slot. That seemed like a new thing with
Yeah,
games now. People
that's
just
the
making
term
games
that
where
they've
you just hang out with friends, like,
Yep.
and just do anything. Basically, like a Minecraft-ish kind of game stuff. Like, and I don't. That's not. Yeah, that's not for me. That's not for like real grown adults. Well, it's for the pedophiles, adults though.
Hey,
Not
now.
not for me.
Hey, now.
Yeah,
I think I mean, that's effectively like how we used modern warfare back in the day, right? Like, and again, obviously we were younger back then. But I see the appeal, when we talk about, it's hard to get friends together and whatnot, but I could very much see a world where very much see, like, there are people out there that are like, okay, on Tuesdays we have our game night and we're gonna
oh
play
yeah,
this
yeah.
friend slop game effectively
Well,
because that's gonna be. I mean, that's what
I
this
just
podcast is, Dominic, right? Like,
yeah,
instead of playing video
yeah.
games, we just talk about video games, but it's mostly a way for us to schedule time that we're gonna like
But the
hang
gameplay
out and talk
that
to each other.
that's just that the games that I see up there that are what I was calling the flintlock games, it's not games I want to play though.
Yeah.
Like it would have to be a game I want to play. Like the things you do up there, it's not things I want to do. Like if it feels like work. Like you build a home or something or
Yeah, some of them, yeah,
farming.
absolutely.
Like yeah. Now like it has to be like a fun game thing. Like maybe something similar to what that Double Fine game is going to be. Maybe that's a little
The
more
kiln,
interesting or
yeah.
something. But
I'll say, like,
uh,
Peak seemed pretty interesting. I
or
mean, obviously, it's difficult to climb a mountain, but it gave me, vibes of that robot Ubisoft game, right? Grow Home, um,
yeah,
where you're kinda, just working together, but you're struggling a little bit because it's not the exact best controls or anything like that.
um, or like or what the Xbox game, the Sea of Thieves or something like that. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I if I could get friends to play that game, it seemed like yeah, that would be fun to play. Oh, mentioning Sea of Thieves, apparently that's what some of the players on the Orioles play because the guy he was interviewed. They were in it like
They
now
truly
in
are
games
children, Dominic.
they in the baseball games well I think in all these almost sports games almost it's like they interview people while the game is going on and in baseball they usually interview somebody who's in the dugout like
Okay.
while yeah and so they talked to I think it was a pitcher and he was talking about like hey like what like coming on the team he said oh yeah we got I say yeah I get together sometimes with these guys and play Sea of Thieves, and we also get Bassett, like the older pitcher. Say like he's even though he's like 50, but we got him finally to go come play with us in Sea of Thieves, and we played that. I was like Sea of Thieves, so wow.
That's
I said I
funny.
was like wow, yeah. I said oh man, that's kind of cool. That's cool that y'all mentioned like a game like that, like especially like since nobody plays Xbox, but it's like
Yeah.
hey, look at that.
They're
See,
all
I mean,
PC gamers, Dominic.
but you know what? They could be PS. I forgot PS5 got Sea of Thieves now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it
Oh
does.
yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, it does. Oh, no.
So they could be up there. So never mind. But it's a Microsoft game, so whatever. But Sea of Thieves is I mean, we see how many millions of people play it. You know, So I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, yeah, it is. That is a cool game. Like one of those games, like I wouldn't mind playing with friends, and I understand why people would like it. And just hearing them talk about it, it's like, wow, look at that, guys who are actually playing games like that. It's not or not the traditional sports games or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get it. And I'm not hating on it. I'm just what I'm not, well, I wouldn't say upset. It's just that now since it's that genre, it's like I'm gonna see a whole lot of those type of games, and it's like
Oh,
you all can't get in
yeah.
that same market. It's
Yeah.
like damn it. But I mean,
At
but
least
that's
not
how
long
it.
term. I mean, that's the thing that I
Yeah,
feel like I've seen so far is these games will pop off and they'll have, big numbers for a couple of weeks and then they disappear because the next one's come along, paranormal or whatever that one was. There was another one, like a found footage style one. Peak, obviously. I think Peak's had a little longer legs than some of these. But it definitely feels like, they're experiences that are meant to be played, 2 or 3 times maybe, and then you move on to the next friend slop game. And I think that's part of the s the slop nature of it, right? Is like
yeah,
and I don't think it's intended to be derogatory necessarily, but it's okay, this game looks and feels like maybe it's thrown together a little bit on a smaller budget, which hopefully means they get their return on investment pretty quickly if they do, blow up for a couple of weeks. And then we move on to the next one. And next thing you know, a year later, that same studio is releasing another one of these style games, but in a different, genre or something like that. Adds a new cool feature or a unique kind of niche or something like that. And that's kind of where my head is with it is these are hopefully intended to be kind of quick and dirty things that these developers are able to put together and then from there, move on from after they've made some money and we had our fun. I spent $6 or whatever. I'm not mad. I spent less than a movie
yeah,
ticket's
yeah.
worth and I've gotten
Exactly.
8 hours hanging out with my friend from it. Um, so that's where my head is with this stuff right now, and hopefully that's kind of where these developers are heads are too. You know. Now at the same time, I'm not necessarily hoping that a lot of them are going the route of the one dude who's like, yeah, I don't give a shit about art. I don't even like this game. I'm just, I don't like this genre. I'm just making it because I know this is what streamers play and I want to
Yeah.
make $1 million. Like there's room for that, but hopefully it's kind of few and far between.
Right. Yeah. So that's it. That's all I have.
All right, Dominic, we'll get into new releases here real quick. Darwin's Paradox is out on the PC, Nintendo Switch 2, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. Now, this is the octopus stealth game. 2D, side-scrolling puzzle platformer,
It's Konami, right?
effectively. Yeah, made by Konami, has some hints to Metal Gear Solid in it, it looks like. I think they might even be doing a full, like, DLC that is kind of Metal Gear Solid focused. Um, let's see. Decoy Octopus, the game's demo featured. It's just heavily inspired by. Um, yeah, I have not really seen reviews for this, honestly. Because I was looking right when it came out. It's got very positive on Steam right now. Metacritic. Because I'm kind of interested in it. I don't know what the pricing is on it though. What did it say on Steam? $25. Even if it's positive, I would probably wait for something under 19. A 73. This is a game that I'm very much like. This will show up on Game Pass one day, and I
Yeah.
will have fun with it when it does. But until then, um, yeah. Any interest from you in that one, Dominic?
No, I mean it looked fun. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll play
Okay.
it. Yeah, but not.
Does
I
stealth
mean,
push
in
you
a way.
away from it a little bit though?
Oh no, not the stealth. No, no.
No.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, like that stuff like that because it's meant to be there, and
Right.
in a way. I mean, not that the Metro wasn't meant. It's just that, like I said, first person. You got to make it really work for me. And
Yeah, especially when they give you the option, right? If the only way to
yeah,
progress is the stealth, then they've designed it exclusively for that.
exactly.
Whereas something like Metro, yeah, what do they want me to do? I could do either. It's kind of like, did you design it for either or both?
Yeah.
Or yeah, where's the middle ground there? All right, Dominic, Starfield is out for the PS5 now. There's rumors that it's coming out to the Nintendo Switch. I don't know how soon that would be, but ratings boards leak kind of stuff because you always get that. And that's usually within a couple of weeks of release. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that relatively soon. They're dealing with some fires to put out on the PS5, though. It sounds like A Tale as Old as Time, A Song as Old as Rhyme, Bethesda and the Glitch. I Why can't they ever get this right, Dominic?
I don't know. And I mean, but what's funny is that I always hear it every year with this stuff. I mean, lucky me. I mean, don't take it
Never
that I
really
don't believe it.
experience it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
never experienced it.
yeah.
I never. And
I mean,
like,
in this case, like I think it's specific, PlayStation issues, and I don't think you've ever
I mean,
played
it's
any of these
funny
games on
how
PlayStation, right?
well, yeah, the PlayStation had problems with with Fallout. I remember that.
Yeah, with
PlayStation
every
3.
game, basically,
Oh yeah,
Skyrim. I think Oblivion. Did Oblivion ever come out on? Or am I thinking of
yeah, it
Skyrim?
did. But
But
it
yeah,
did come. It did come out on PS3.
okay. Yeah, like all of those, I think basically every Bethesda game that's released on a PlayStation has had some level of issues at launch worse than like the Xbox and the PC equivalents. So it really makes you wonder. Um, yeah, and we were talking about it before the podcast. People are talking like this game is not succeeding because it's not selling a ton. Who was expecting it to sell a ton? A game that has been maligned since its release, with people saying that it's not all that great. It doesn't look spectacular in comparison to those older games. And you come out basically a year later or a year plus later on a different console, and you expect all that to be wiped clean and everybody to be clamoring to buy this thing, like, and then to compare it to something like a Forza Horizon, which is an always positively reviewed series with not much in the way of competition.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah, because
said,
Gran Turismo.
Gran
What was?
Turismo's not coming out every year like this
Yeah,
game
no.
is effectively. So, like, what are we talking about here? You guys are insane if you thought, Starfield was going to be a runaway success. I hope Microsoft was just smart enough to go, okay, this is how much money it's going to take us to put this on the PlayStation 5. Can we make that back? Yes. Okay, then we're going to release it. It doesn't need to sell
Yeah,
12 gajillion copies. It just needs to sell, 200 million or not 200 million. I don't even know what
it's 200,000,000.
200,000
Yeah,
is 200 million.
more than the PS5 is out there. It needs to sell
Yes,
more.
exactly. 200,000 copies, and we broke even, and anything past that is a bonus, effectively. Um, you know, uh, these people are running the business, not me. I don't care if they make money or not,
Yeah,
outside of the
exactly.
fact that, oh, I want a sequel to something, or I don't want more people to lose their jobs. But at the end of the day, whether
People
I
lose their
buy this
jobs.
game or not, they're gonna fire people.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I
Even
I'm
the
not
games
gonna
that sell well,
I'm not
people
gonna
get
make my
fired.
decision based off of that. We saw that, we saw that all over the place. Hi-Fi Rush, looks to be, an incredible game based on the critics, and then a couple months later they just kill that studio. Fortnite still making money hand over fist, letting people go. It's just like nothing I do at this point is going to affect the decisions of these corporations. So if I want to play something, I'm going to play something, and if I don't want to play something, I'm not going to play something.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, exactly.
That's how I've got to look at it. Pokemon Champions, Dominic. Speaking of games that I don't want to play, this is out on the Nintendo Switch now. This is your battle simulator for Pokemon. So if you don't care about the RPG nature of it, and you're just a Pokemon battle pervert, then here you go. It's got all the things you want. It's got all the options, the IVs, the EVs, the things that I don't even understand, numbers that were always in the background of games that people manipulated and made no difference to me. Um, go for it. Sounds like it's had a little bit of a rough launch, but if you're a person that's into this type of thing for Pokemon, I think you're probably going to stick with it until they iron them out. Um, Hades 2, Dominic, is out on the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S now. Good for them. Glad that's everywhere now.
Yep.
Replaced out on the PC. You mentioned that earlier, and the Xbox. So that is not out on the Switch or the PlayStation as of yet. Just Xbox and PC as of right now. Mouse PI for Hire. Dominic, this game looks pretty awesome and is reviewing pretty decently. So I'm looking at it, Dominic. I'm looking at it.
You're looking at it.
I'm looking at it.
I
I'm
like
giving
that.
it
I like
the
that.
I'm giving it the bedroom eyes, if you will.
Oh, did you say Pragmata yet?
Not yet, nah. Yeah, that's another one I'm giving bedroom eyes
Oh,
to a
oh
little bit after playing the
yeah.
demo. But Mouse PI, like what's your level of interest there?
I want to play it. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I mean it
it looks
looks
pretty
cool.
cool.
It's got
Yeah.
the Cuphead vibes to it. It's also
Without being
a
a super
boomer
hard,
shooter, Dominic.
because
Yeah.
my friend got fooled by the game. He got the game for his daughter at the time. She was younger. But I don't think it
Yeah.
matters at this age either. In high school age. That game is hard. He's like, wow. He said,
Yeah.
I got that game on the Switch, and he said, yeah, it was too hard for us. He said it was too hard for us. Like, I was like, oh man, you should have told me about that. I would have told you like that game is difficult, man. It's like
Yep.
it doesn't look like what it. It doesn't look like a family game. Me, it looks like a family game, but it's not. It is not.
Yeah.
Like I
It's a
wish it
game
was
for
an
a
easier
family
game
needs to
for.
get good, Dominic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And but this, yeah, this doesn't have that whole like no, it's a what somebody call a boomer shooter,
Yeah. Boomer shooters. Yep.
like in that like it's a normal like it's normal shooter, but just with the painting of like old 50s cartoons and black and
Yeah.
white cartoons in the 50s, 40s, whatever they came out. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, it looks cool. I like the look of it, and I like that it's actually plays well because that's what I was afraid of. I was afraid like
Mhm.
the art style would be good, but it was the gameplay going to be any good? And it seems like hey, like it's all right.
Yeah, because it definitely looks like, an art style like that, it feels like you have to put a lot of attention into getting the details of it right. Like you can't just kind of slap it together. Not to say,
Yeah,
all games aren't like that, but yeah, and when you do that, some of the other elements maybe fall through the cracks a little bit. But this seems like a pretty solid, you know, first person shooter, and it's got some nice unique art style on top of it. And yeah, I'm kind of intrigued by it. Um and then yeah, Dominic, Pragmata. I talked about the demo earlier. That's now out on the PC, Nintendo Switch 2, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. That game's been getting really good reviews. Like
and it
high
runs pretty
80s.
well on the Switch too, from what I've
Yeah.
seen.
No, playing it feels smooth. I think the resolution, is a little on the
Wait a
lower
minute, is
side,
that
like
where
the
you played
hair
the
stuff.
demo on the Switch
Yeah,
too?
that's where I played the demo. Yep.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah.
didn't know. I didn't realize because I was about to ask you, is the demo on the Switch too? Because I was still
Yeah, I
looking
think
for
that's actually
PS5.
where the demo first released.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. But yeah, I liked it on the Switch too. I think it ran well. I think it looked pretty good. It didn't blow me away. Um, there was definitely like some compromising there, but as far as like smoothness, I don't think so at all. I think it was a solid 60. Um, yeah, so I if your Switch 2 is your only option, I wouldn't, deter you away from getting that. Yeah, I'm intrigued by it too. That's another one that I'm like, ooh, maybe. And it feels like something that like I wouldn't necessarily wait for a Game Pass. I know the Capcom games do eventually get there, but I don't know. It feels like it's a little more important than waiting it out. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the gameplay kind of innovations they added there with the complexity of the kind of puzzle solving while you're doing the shooting, I think does a good job of adding an element to the game and doesn't necessarily take away like I was kind of worried about. That's really why I held off on the game for so long because I was like, this is just gonna make things complicated. I don't want to do that. I just want to shoot stuff. Um, but I think it really does do a good job of creating something creative and new that they
Well,
can
Capcom,
evolve.
like I said, I said it before, talking about what's that the dinosaur game that had came out,
Monster
the
Hunters? Oh no,
Extinct
yeah.
Extinction. I mean, Exo Primal.
Exo
I said Exo
Primal,
Primal.
yeah, yep.
Yeah,
Exo
yeah. I
Primal.
mean, that's something that was kind of weird and like creative. I mean, yeah, it didn't. I mean, I don't know like how much it costs or like what the sales were for the game. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume it wasn't super great or anything, but they took a chance and or something that was sort of different and weird. Like, cause like like that was I never played a game like that. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, how it is. I mean, yes, the shooting and stuff is like, yeah, it's normal, but the whole thing of like two teams just on different ends of the map, they're shooting just dinosaurs. And then at one point, y'all come together to kill each other. But then at one point, you might have to team up and fight a big dinosaur to get. It's so freaking weird, man. It's like it's just random. Like it's not something you're gonna get each match. It was
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it is I mean that was something new and like yeah, I give it to Capcom for that. And they hey, come on, they already got RE9, they got this, and what else is coming out? Something else is coming out too. Onimusha's supposed to come out, Onimusha or
Yeah.
whatever is supposed to come out this year.
Yep.
So they got some stuff going on. Like that's they're one of the big party games, which I guess at one point they were in trouble years ago. Like
Oh yeah.
they had to have Sony help them with Street Fighter. That's crazy.
Mhm.
That's crazy to think now.
And I think
Um,
there was definitely talk at one point of, Microsoft picking them up potentially.
yeah.
Thank goodness
So
that didn't happen now.
yeah.
Can only imagine.
So yeah, I'm glad this game turned out to be all right. And for what it is, yeah. So like I
Yeah.
said, it was coming out so much. They were showing previews of it a lot. I was like, man, I hope this game is good because if it's not, it's like, God darn it, wasted my time showing this like a billion times. And it's good. But yeah, I'm happy it turned out well.
Would Exo Primal have sold better if it was Dino Crisis Exo Primal?
Uh, oh, just the name attached to it?
Yeah.
Yes,
Literally
yes,
just Dino
yes.
Crisis.
It was now how much better? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, but if somebody else would have bought it, like somebody would have bought it because of Dino Crisis, and then they probably would have been pissed.
Been disappointed.
yeah, they probably would have been pissed as hell.
They've been angry, but it would have been worth it because they got another sale.
There would have been probably quite a few people on the Steam thing who were probably doing like refunds.
Yeah. Review
and saying, like,
bombing, negative reviews. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Dominic, that is the new releases for these past couple of weeks. Anything else for the people before we get out of here?
Nah, I'm good.
All right. Thank you guys, as always, for listening. You check us out on Twitter. Dominic's at DStalworth5. I'm at Regulus MV. The podcast is at SupaPod, SUPAPOD. SupaPod.com is the website. You can check us out there. It has all of the places you can find us, including YouTube, where there's a video version of this podcast, as well as iTunes, YouTube Music, Spotify, Amazon, Audible, and any of those other places that you might find an audio podcast. And until next time, guys, talk to you later.
All right, see you.